Hello everyone, welcome back to the Fergie Time podcast. Today we will be watching Sheffield United versus Chelsea. Before we jump right into it, let's see what the chat is saying. Ryan's career mode is here. My guy, Liam Talks Football says hello. Mahmood, my guy, says hello. Come on you Blade says Ryan's career mode. If you guys are joining us, make sure to smash that like button. This is going to be an exciting game. So, starting off with Sheffield, they come out in a 3-5-2, and their lineup is Dean Henderson in goal. The three in the back are Basham, Egan, and O'Connell. In the midfield, out wide on the right, they have Baldock. In the middle, they have Berg, Norwood, and Osborne. On the left, they have Stevens. Up top, they have McBurney and McGoldrick. Now, for Chelsea come out in a 4-3-3. Classic Chelsea here. And it's Kepa in goal, Reece James outright, Christensen and Zuma as center backs, left back Azpilicueta, in the midfield Jorginho, Mount, Barkley, and then up top Willian, Abraham, and Pulisic. The only surprise for Chelsea for me is that there is no Olivier Giroud. He's been in an absolute fantastic form, so I'm surprised they didn't start him. Also, a notable for Chelsea, they are going to be without Conte, without Billy Gilmore because they're both injured. That is a massive hit for them. So that's going to affect the way they play 100%. Looking at the point tallies right now, Sheffield are sitting in 7th position on 51 points. If they want a shot for Europe, this is going to be an absolutely massive game. They need to at least get a point from this one if they want to try and get into the Europa League. For Chelsea, they are sitting in 3rd on 60 points. If they want to make sure that they remain in the Champions League, it's very important they win this one as well. And my prediction, guys, get your score predictions down below in the live chat. I am predicting a 2-2 draw, and this is why. Chelsea have looked absolutely fantastic going forward as of recent. They look so good attacking. However, their defense has been mad dodgy. It's been very poor. And I think that Sheffield, if they conceded 2 against Palace, I see them conceding again against Sheffield. For Sheffield, on the other hand, have had mixed form, but I think we'll be able to get a massive result. A 2-2 draw is how I see it. Guys, let me know in the live chat what your predictions are. Edwin is saying 2-0 to Chelsea. Mahmood is also saying a 2-2 draw. So me and Mahmood agree on this one. And if you guys are just joining us, smash the like button, subscribe. Guys, we're aiming for 40 likes on this stream, so let's smash it. Looking at the bench for Chelsea, Brandon Galloway says, I'm severely depressed. Brandon, are you all right, mate? Want to make sure you're all right. Bench is Rudiger, Alonso, Loftus-Cheek, Caballero, Kovacic, Giroud, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Batshuayi, and Bate. So the substitutions I see Frank Lampard potentially making in this match are Loftus-Cheek, Kovacic, Giroud. Those are the main 3 I see him making. I think each of those players could add something very important to Chelsea. Like I think Giroud, if Abraham's not playing well, will be one of Lampard's first substitutions. Edwin says, can't believe Giroud isn't starting. I'm on the same page with you there, Edwin. I am very surprised he is not starting. But I expect, like I said, late game substitution for Giroud. All right, moving over to Sheffield's bench. Lundstrom, Sharp, Jagielka, Freeman, Robinson, Musette, Moore, Rodwell. That's Sheffield's bench. Some subs I see Chris Wilder making are potentially Lundstrom coming on, Musette coming on, and maybe Moore coming on as well. Billy Sharp as well. Could see him coming on. GSGA Football Talk says, yo, what's up, my guy? Thanks for joining the live chat. If you're just joining, smash that like button. We're aiming for 40 on this live stream. So, the talking points for this match are going to be a lot about the top 4, top 5, because both these teams are right in the fight for Europe. It's going to be an interesting match. Like I said, Sheffield, can they produce enough going forward? That's going to be the question here. And will they have enough of the ball to create good enough chances to score? Chelsea, on the other hand, can they defend well? We know they can go forward with absolute pace, but can they defend well? Guys, I want to hear who you think will be scoring in this match. For me, I see goals. Again, this has been classic this season, or since the restart, excuse me. Pulisic and Willian, I think, will each nab a goal for Chelsea. For Sheffield, it's a little harder to tell where the goals will come from, because it's not like certain players necessarily nab them all. I think McBurney gets one, and I think McBurney and Stevens will each have a goal. Those are my thoughts, guys. Let me know who you think will score in the live chat. And we are currently just 5 minutes away from kickoff, so this is going to be exciting. GSGA football. Who do you think will win the match? Let me know in the live chat. Give me your score predictions, lads. And there's a lot of other interesting talking points. We'll get into more of these in a bit. But Christian Pulisic, right, has been in really good form. Has looked like everything he was supposed to be when he came in. Battled with injuries, is now looking great. Edwin says Willian and Pulisic to score. Edwin, I agree with those. Those are my two to score as well because both have been in absolutely fantastic form. And I've been really impressed by both of them. Edwin, do you think that Chelsea should look to keep Willian beyond the season? Because there's been lots of talk about him moving on from the club because they don't want to pay him the kind of money he's asking for. Do you think that they should just give him the money and keep him for 2 or 3 more seasons? Because he's getting up there in age. I want to know. Personally, I would say he's in great form, but maybe still looking to move him on. But that depends on what kind of other options they have coming in. And with Chelsea, there are always a lot of transfer talk. So we will get into more of that later. Initial thoughts on how both these teams will play. Chelsea will look to possess the ball, dominate the game. Sheffield, they're not bad in possession as well, but I think Chelsea will have probably 60% of the ball, if not a little more. And Sheffield will look to, when they win it back, hold on to it, but then possess with a little more of a purpose going forward and try and get after that Chelsea backline. I expect Sheffield to play a little more direct than Chelsea, but nonetheless, this should be interesting. My questions are going to be for the Chelsea midfield this game as well, because this is not their normal midfield they've been playing. They have Jorginho in there, who hasn't played in a little bit. He played last match, but hasn't really gotten a ton of playing time since the restart. Barkley's been pretty good. Mount's been good as well. I want to see Mount pushing high for Chelsea, initiating a high press, and putting a lot of pressure on that Sheffield backline. So, guys, we are just roughly 3 minutes away from kickoff. Get those score predictions in the live chat, and this should be a very good match. One of the more exciting matches of the weekend, no doubt, other than the North London derby. But there's lots of implications for this match. For Sheffield, if they don't get any sort of points here, they're going to continue to slip down the table, so that's going to be really tough for them. They're going to need some sort of results here. Also for Sheffield, I want to big up one player for them. Their key player for me is John Egan. Egan has scored in their last 2 games as a center back, got a massive goal over Wolves, and then defensively, not just a scoring contribution, but defensively, he's been absolutely holding it down in the back line. In the back 3, he's that central defender, center back, and he's looked really good. When he's not playing, Sheffield are just the shell of the team that we've seen this season. So he's so important. And as long as he shows up today, I think Sheffield have a very good chance at getting a point against Chelsea. Obviously, the other player would be Dean Henderson. Dean Henderson tied for the most clean sheets in the Premier League, guys. Dean Henderson, fantastic goalkeeper. And I think that's a testament to how good Sheffield have been defensively this season. Also, the managerial comparison here. You have Chris Wilder versus Frank Lampard. Both are very good managers in their own regard, have been complimenting each other all week. I think they're very good. All right. So, Edwin says, it depends on Willian. Don't you think he'll want to play? But Ziyech and Werner are coming in. For me, they should keep him and have an amazing attack, Willian, Werner, and Pulisic. So, the way I see it is I think with them coming in, I believe they will let him go, Edwin. I think that's a very good point. With them coming in, it just makes it... I know you said they should keep him, but he's going to be demanding lots of money and a very high weekly pay, so I think it's going to be a little too much for Chelsea to manage. And if I were them, I would thank him for this season, thank him for all he's done with the club, but I would actually let him go so they can go spend more money on defenders. If you guys are just joining the live stream, make sure to smash that like button. We are going to aim for 40 likes on this stream. It's going to be an ambitious one, but guys, I think we can smash it. We're going to have a lot of fun, and this is going to be a very, good match now. We are just minutes away from getting started. We are already at 8 likes, so make sure you like. And if you are new, anyone new, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. We are trying to get to 2,200 subscribers. So let's see if we can do it. That's a good point. They really need defenders. Yes. It's hard to say. I know many of you may, especially you Chelsea fans that are joining us, may be subscribed to the George Benson football channel. And something George has been talking about a ton is getting Kai Havertz. Natural Red, my guy. Shout out Natural Red, everyone. That's a mate of mine, really good YouTuber himself. Yes, George Benson. He has been talking about bringing in Kai Havertz. And I genuinely just disagree with that because I think the way Chelsea are, the way they're constructed right now, they're fine in the attacking areas. It is the defense. And you can't be conceding goals like that to Palace. You can't be conceding 3 goals to West Ham. That's a problem. That's where it needs to be addressed. Not the attacking areas of the pitch where they have looked absolutely fantastic. So 90 million Havertz will definitely make it difficult for them to go and get a center back like Upamecano or a left back like Tagliafico. So it's going to be interesting what they do. I think they need to be smart in this. They need to be very smart in this transfer window and make sure they get some defenders. Edwin's saying that would be Havertz. That would be Havertz's worst mistake going to Chelsea. Why do you think it would be a mistake for Havertz? I think it would be a good move for Havertz. I think he would flourish at Chelsea. But I think it would be a bad mistake by Chelsea because it's not addressing the areas on the pitch where they need the most help. Natural Red says the defense is shocking. Yeah, 100%. They need to get way better there. It's been an absolute nightmare for them the recent weeks. Like against Palace, they were up like 1 or 2-0 early, and I thought that game's done. Kind of turned off the TV for a bit, turned it back on, and see Palace are right back in the match. I'm like, what is going on here? Like, what have you guys been doing? You've squandered a massive lead. All right, guys, we are just moments away from kickoff. Sheffield United will kick off. This is going to be an exciting game. Natural Red, everyone else, get your score predictions down below in the live chat. The players are taking a knee again for the Black Lives Matter movement. Very well done by the Premier League to be consistent with this. Very good to see the players doing this, and I want to see more stuff like this continue on beyond the season. Here goes Sheffield. They kick off. The game is underway. Launched forward by John Egan. Out wide. Reece James challenges. Sheffield wins the ball on the left flank. Push it inside. Sheffield looking to hold it up in the corner now. Delivery. Looking to play it in behind. Sheffield have it in dangerous area here. Cleared by the Chelsea defense. Great start, though, by Sheffield United there. Natural Red says prediction 4-4. Wow, that is a very high-scoring game. I agree with the draw. I have a 2-2 draw. 4-4 would be quite a match. That would be a fun match to watch. Hopefully, maybe we get that. Here Sheffield are on the corner kick. Play it short. Looking to deliver now. Back post ball. Kepa comes from it. Kepa punches. It looks like there may have been offside there. Yes, the flag is up on the near side. Kepa there didn't look very confident coming out. That's another player we've got to talk about, guys, is Kepa for Chelsea. Got to ask so many questions of him. He's looked all right, but he's never come up with that big save. I know people have been very critical of him for that, but I think they should keep him for now, but maybe 2 or 3 seasons from now, if he doesn't improve, then move on. Chelsea now moving the ball. Zuma plays it inside to Jorginho. Jorginho plays it back out to Azpilicueta. Zuma's going to have to knock it long here. Zuma plays long. Sheffield had it in their defensive area, but Chelsea pick it back up. Jorginho on the ball. Jorginho plays it out wide to Abraham. Abraham plays inside now to Pulisic. Pulisic driving with pace. Pulisic looking to create out to Barkley. Barkley with a shot from range. Oh, he's absolutely hit it soft. Should have done way better there, guys. Get your live score predictions down below. Guys, who do you think the man of the match will be today? I'm very curious. Edwin says Pope was on fire today, by the way. Yes, Pope is right in the running for the England #1 goalkeeper, like in terms of starting for the national team. He's been ridiculous this year. All right, here goes Sheffield now, going at them. Out wide for Sheffield is Stevens. Stevens will likely be on this throw kick. I said throw kick. Throw in. Throws it in. Plays inside. Chelsea win it back, and now Chelsea are looking to go. Pulisic picks it up. Pulisic goes down. Fouled there. Looks like he's in a bit of pain. Baldic just came right through his leg. Pulisic is already looking active, guys. That's great to see if you're a Chelsea fan. They're getting They're having players check in. Pulisic checks in there. Got taken down by Baldic. But good to see him on the ball, because if Chelsea want to create chances, they're going to need Christian Pulisic to be active and get on that ball. If you are just joining us, smash the like button, subscribe as well. Aiming for 40 likes on this stream. Let's see if we can smash it, y'all. Chelsea now moving the ball out wide to Reece James. Reece James back inside to Jorginho. Barkley. With Jorginho, Chelsea are a little different. Jorginho acts as that pivot in the midfield, so it'll make them better in possession, in my opinion. That said, defensively weaker, because he doesn't have those defensive attributes of either Conte or even Gilmore for that regard. It's going to be a free kick for Sheffield United on the left-hand side. Phoenix Compilations, my guy. He says, what's cracking? Kobe, what's up, bro? Kobe, what's your score prediction for the match? I am very curious. Here we go, guys. Norwood standing on the ball. Free kick on the left-hand side of the pitch for Sheffield. Taken short. Stevens looks to switch it. Back to Norwood now. Patient Sheffield they're being. Plays it back. Now we're going to look to switch it through Sanderberg. Guys, what are our thoughts on Sanderberg? Club record signing for Sheffield United. So far, I don't think he's quite lived up to it, but overall has been pretty solid for them. Looking to switch the ball now are Chelsea. Being patient in possession, moving it. This is what Chelsea are going to do, lads. They're going to move the ball, be patient, continue to just play out. Reece James on the ball. Reece James, very good young players. Won his spot back in the starting 11. Kepa now on the goal. Plays it out to Zuma. Zuma out wide to Azpilicueta. Chelsea looking to suck out Sheffield. Jorginho being careless in possession there. Sheffield United are trying to counter now. Have numbers, but Chelsea have gotten numbers behind the ball now. Are looking to maybe whip in across by Sheffield. Cleared, headed over for, I believe that will be a Chelsea goal kick. It may have been, I couldn't tell who that was headed by though. That may have been headed by a Chelsea defender there over his own goal. No, that will be headed over for a goal kick. Very good ball in by Sheffield. Something I want to see more in matches these days is I want to see more early crosses. I think that's an art that has kind of gone out the window a bit. Someone who does it so well is Trent Alexander-Arnold with the early cross, because teams are caught out. It's going to be actually a corner kick for Sheffield United here. They're going to look for Egan. Egan's been absolutely excellent in the air. Kepa comes, clears, punches, but not a convincing punch. Kepa didn't get much on that. He's got to do better there. If you're going to come out and punch it, you've really got to knock it. He let it sit right at the penalty spot, and a Sheffield player almost ran onto that and smashed into the back of the net. All right, Kobe is saying 1-0 to Chelsea. Kobe, all right. I think it'll be more high scoring considering how poor Chelsea's defensive been, but it's going to be a close one. Mahmoud says, what channel are you watching the game on? I am watching on NBC Sport in the United States. And then Raymond says 1-0 Sheffield win. Prediction for me. Come on, lads. So Raymond's looking for that Sheffield win. Guys, if you are just joining us, Raymond, Mahmoud, whoever else, make sure to smash that like button. We're aiming for 10 likes. We're aiming for 40 likes on the video. Let's get up to 10. Here go Chelsea now, moving the ball. Chelsea haven't looked great in possession yet. Sheffield are trying to initiate this high press here and have put Chelsea under a little bit of pressure. Here comes Reece James now with the ball, looking to carry it forward. If you're just joining us, I have predicted a 2-2 draw for this match. I'm just having a feeling that between the two sides, it's a very quite even match. Chelsea are obviously the better team, but defensively have had issues, have struggled, and I think they'll get goals, but Sheffield will then answer. So that's how I see it playing out. Here comes Willian now. Willian looking to carry the ball forward, likes to cut inside, plays it out wide to Reece James. Reece James, early cross, into the back post. Christian Pulisic headed over the goal. Wow, what a cross by Reece James, and that's what I'm talking about. That early delivery is so effective. Really good ball, whips it in behind with a little spin, hits the ground, comes back to Pulisic. Pulisic comes to head it, goes right over the bar, but great delivery by Reece James. Pulisic does well there too. They need to continue to put that pressure on that Sheffield defense with Pulisic utilizing his pace. Very good ball in behind there and looked absolutely dangerous. So, guys, what are our thoughts on Christian Pulisic? How good do you think he will be in the Premier League? People are comparing him to Eden Hazard. Will he be that good? I want to know your thoughts in the live chat. Let me know, because I fall somewhere in between. I think he will be a fantastic Premier League player. Do I think he will be on the level of Eden Hazard? I have to say no. It's going to be very tough to see that. Kepa on the ball now, looking to play out. Plays it out wide to Azpilicueta. Willian has played like Ronaldinho since lockdown as other clubs are looking at him. Yes, you can clearly see Willian is looking for that massive contract, guys. And because of that, he's going to just absolutely play his heart out and is looking fantastic. Respect to him, though, for staying with the club. He didn't have to re-sign a contract. But at heart, Willian is a blue, no doubt. Edwin says, haha, that's true. Willian is on fire. No doubt, guys. Willian's been absolutely fantastic for Chelsea Football Club. Got to give credit where it's due. Here comes Christian Pulisic. Plays it out wide now. Pulisic tries to get it back, but doesn't get it back. Sheffield win it. Well done by Sheffield. Guys, if you're just joining us, Pulisic on the ball. Outside the area. Plays it back to Barkley. Gonna look to cross it. Azpilicueta. Ball in. Too low. Headed away by the Sheffield defense. Jorginho working back. Now Chelsea win it, and they're going to be patient. Nope, there's been a foul called on Christensen there because he ran the back of the Sheffield player. If you're just joining us, we are currently watching Sheffield United versus Chelsea. We are in the 8th minute. It is 0-0. And if you're enjoying the live stream, smash the like button, aiming for 40 likes, and subscribe. We are aiming for 2,200 subscribers. Cleared away by Reece James. It's going to be a Sheffield throw on the left flank. So Stevens will be on the throw here for Sheffield. Headed back. Chelsea had them pinched in, though, but Stevens does well. Reece James wins it. Cleared off Stevens for a Chelsea throw-in, y'all. Guys, I have some questions for you. So, Amo says hi from Ghana. Sheffield United 0, Chelsea 3. Thank you, Amo, for joining. If I'm saying your name right. If I'm not, correct me if I am. Hopefully I am. And yes, he says 3-0 to Chelsea. Natural says, Ghana lad, get in. Yes. We've got, hey, man, to quote Big Shaq, man's going international now, fam. You get me. All right, it's Sheffield have won the ball back here, and now they're looking to play out. But Sheffield haven't created too much so far. It's been mainly Chelsea, but it's going a lot back and forth, guys. Amo, if you're joining the live stream, make sure to smash the like button. We're aiming for 40 likes. Sheffield being patient here, moving the ball around the pitch. Ball in, cleared away by the Chelsea defense. Here's Ross Barkley, picks it up. Ross Barkley driving now, but he's played it out. I think there is a player down is my assumption. Yes, Christensen is down. He's holding his foot. Hopefully he can stay on for Chelsea because he's been one of their better defenders. And I think he pairs well with like Zuma or Rudiger, but I don't think he's like... Yeah, it just wouldn't be good to have... I don't think Zuma and Rudiger at the same time is necessarily the best pairing. Ooh, it looks like Christensen rolled his ankle there. That's going to be a sore one. I'm sure they'll get out the magic spray and they'll work it all out, though, for him. So, guys, some other little interesting thoughts I've had. So, Kepa, I want to know your thoughts on Kepa in the live chat. Personally, I think Kepa has done all right this year. Not good, not bad, but when you spend that kind of money, that's why people are mad, because you expect world-class quality, and I don't think we've gotten that from Kepa this season. But if I'm Chelsea, I'm holding on to Kepa, and I'm going to just kind of give it 2 or 3 more seasons. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You move on. But I don't think that's where the smartest place to spend the money is right now. Sandro, my guy, what's up, bro? Thanks for joining. Make sure to smash that like button. And then Rhinath says, okay. Natural Red says, Kepa is a good second choice. Yeah, the thing with Kepa, the interesting part about him, he's a good goalkeeper, but like I said earlier, doesn't make the magical saves that you expect from a keeper of his price range, you could say. From a number 1, you expect him to make more game-saving saves, and he hasn't quite done that yet. But give him a little time. He's still young, still has lots of potential. Give him 2 or 3 seasons, and then if it's not on still, then you make the switch, is how I'm thinking. Zuma now carrying the ball forward. Plays it out wide to Azpilicueta. Guys, if you are just joining us, smash the like button, subscribe. We're trying to get to 2,200 subscribers. Here comes Chelsea now. Willian plays it all the way back to Christensen. Christensen's going to carry on. He's looking all right. You know the goalie from Gladbach is really a world-class keeper. Yes, I know who you're talking about because I did some Bundesliga predictions. Fantastic keeper. I forget his name. I think it's Sommer, right? Sommer is his name. Really good keeper. Super underrated. Like, if you look up top keepers in the world, he does not show up there. So, yeah, he's really underrated and a really good keeper. Here comes Chelsea now. Chelsea are looking to create. Pulisic cuts inside, loses it though. Sheffield have done well there. They get numbers around Pulisic, making it hard for him to drive with the ball. Shouts to Sheffield's defense thus far. They've looked really, really good. Because with Pulisic, right, the key for him is space. Once he has an ounce of space, he will absolutely take it from you, and he will run past you into the green field. Whereas when Pulisic is surrounded by players, he can't really do as much to get around them. That's I think the difference between him and Hazard. Like Hazard's a little better in tight space than Pulisic is. All right, Chelsea being patient. Jorginho switches it out wide to Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta moves it back to Zuma. Zuma to Christensen, out wide to Reece James. Reece James on the ball now, plays it back to Mount. Mount's dropping a little deeper so far. Yes, Neuer and Sommer are the best in the Bundesliga. 100%, I totally agree with you, Sandro. Sommer is a fantastic keeper. Here come Chelsea now, plays it out wide. Azpilicueta, oh, poor cross on the left foot there. You can see he's definitely a right-footed player playing as a left back. Absolutely skied it into Rosette over the back of the goal. Guys, what are our thoughts on Azpilicueta? Because there's been some mixed thoughts here and there. Because first off, starting off, Azpilicueta obviously kind of like regarded by some as a Chelsea legend because he's done so much for the club and a loyal servant, very good player for the club. But he's starting to get up there in age a bit, so there's been questions of maybe whether it's time to move on. I would say another player, 2 or 3 more seasons, then he ends his Chelsea career, and it's a happy story. But long term, I don't see him being someone who will continue to have a role in their starting 11. That's where I see it. Here come Chelsea again, played out to Azpilicueta as we were just talking about him. Plays it inside to Jorginho. Jorginho plays it back to Azpilicueta. Chelsea now starting to gain control of the game, starting to gain some possession, being patient, moving the ball. All right. Bayern has had such a hard way to reach the Champions League final. They have to beat so many hard teams. Yes, but if there's any team up to the challenge, I believe it's Bayern, Sandro. They're probably the team currently in the best form. Kobe says, Phoenix Compilation says, if you think that Tammy Abraham if Tammy Abraham gets good enough, England will play with 2 strikers or keep their 4-3-3. I think they will keep their 4-3-3. That's just the way I see it playing out. I don't see them switching for a single player. I think Abraham will be good, but he's going to have to fight for that spot. I don't think he will ever be on that level where they're going to be like, oh, we have to play with 2 strikers. I think it's going to be system over the needs of an individual player is how I see it. That's just the vibe I get from Gareth Southgate. Natural Red, Aspie the only decent defender at Chelsea. Yeah, I would say if you're talking about like strictly as a defender, yeah, he's probably their best defender right now. So I think for now he's been good. He got criticized a lot after they played Bayern because he had a bad performance there. But overall, I think yes, he will be someone who's going to be a mainstay throughout the Chelsea 11 for at least 2 more seasons before we really start to see a change. But there's been talks about bringing in a left back. Here comes Sheffield now. Delivery in, headed away by Azpilicueta. There's been talks about bringing in the likes of Alaba or Tagliafico, which I think could be really interesting moves, and I would actually be big fans of that. But then the thing is, then you could switch Azpilicueta over to the right back position. So there's talks of that. That's really interesting, the stuff, though. Pulisic almost went to Man United. He's a big United fan. Still salty we didn't get him. Of course we are, Raymond, especially after the way he's playing now. Do we need him, though, necessarily right now? I think he would be a great help. But Sheffield here working it. Sheffield looking to create something, but they go back. Yeah, I think he would be a great help. But if you have the players like Rashford, and if we get Sancho, will we need Pulisic? Not really. Okay. Amos saying Pulisic is not in Hazard's class yet. If he keeps working hard, he will get there very soon. Yeah, especially not right now. I'm wondering if he can hit the peak of Hazard. It's going to be hard to tell. Time will tell. I think he could be very close to it. I'm not sure if he will hit it, though. Played out wide to Stevens. Stevens hits it off of Reece James. It will be Sancho and Sterling for Kane, says Sandro. Yes, I agree. I think they'll just continue to play a front 3, and they'll use, because they have so many good wide players like Raheem. Oh, Sheffield in behind here. Mount wins it, though. Mount picks the ball up. Sheffield looking to create something, though, however. Out wide delivery and back post. No one's being marked. Shot. Deflected. Kepa saves it. Follows up. Sheffield have scored. Sheffield are up 1-0. Wow. What a goal there for Sheffield United. Really well done there. Wow. I believe that was McGoldrick who got the goal. Kepa makes a fantastic save, but Sheffield go up 1-0 early. Again, the Chelsea's defensive woes have been absolutely hurting them so badly. Really poor defending there. Mount dives in, played into the back post. No one's marking him. Reece James gets sucked over. And then Goldrick just pops off the shoulder of Zuma. Let me update the score for y'all. It is 1-0 to Sheffield United. The defending was shocking there. Kepa gets a hand to it. Reece James doesn't follow inside. Zuma lets McGoldrick just jump on top off of him. Like, Zuma's just ball watching there. So is Reece James. Kepa had a great save there, but Zuma should have been right in there to nudge off McGoldrick and win it back. Natural Red says, good save from Kepa, not sarcasm. Yeah, no, it's not sarcasm. That's a tough one for Kepa. Had to readjust. I thought Kepa did all right there, but someone should have been on there. That's a tough one for Kepa. Had to readjust, 100%. Like, seriously, Kepa has done well there. But Chelsea's backline have really let him down. Again, what we were talking about before the game, the defensive woes for Chelsea. Come on, Sheffield, says Raymond. Let's go. All right, if you guys are just joining us, we are currently watching Sheffield United versus Chelsea. Sheffield are up 1-0. We are currently in the 18th minute of the match. If you're enjoying the live stream, make sure to smash the like button. We are aiming for 40 likes on this stream. And also subscribe because we are aiming for 2,200 subscribers. Here come Chelsea now. Chelsea are going to need to get a goal to get themselves back into this one. Really, really disappointing defending once again. And, I mean, they're just caught ball watching. Like, they're not watching the men. They're not taking care of it. McGoldrick just runs off of Zuma, wins it back. Reece James should have been out there to challenge for that first ball. He drops in and is in no man's land. Can't do anything. Can't mark the goal scorer or the player who's put in the cross. Poor defending from Chelsea. It's got to be better. All right, Chelsea win it back. Looking to switch it now. And this is why, guys, here's a great transition. Chelsea's transfer targets, right? Havertz has been heavily linked, but this is why Havertz is not the right player to go get for Chelsea. They need to get an Upamecano, I think, in the backline there. Tagliafico, and Chilwell's been linked. I think Chilwell's too much money for what he is. But I would go Tagliafico and Upamecano would be my targets for Chelsea if I was on that Chelsea board. If I was Frank Lampard, that's who I would want so badly. Canna Lonely says Herberts. No, I said Havertz. Kai Havertz. Is that better? I don't know if I said it weird or something, but here comes Zuma now. Patient. We're currently in that 20th minute of the match thus far. Let's take a little look at the statistics. Let me get those pulled up for you guys. Overall, this match has been pretty even thus far. I haven't seen one team really kind of taking the reins yet. Chelsea had the exact same problems as United. So, Natural Red, this is where I'm going to disagree with you a little bit. I think United's defense is way better than Chelsea's defense. Like, if we're talking about the most, I think United had the second most clean sheets, I believe, in all of Europe, or am I, something like that. I've seen a statistic where United's backline has been quite good recently. I think United have a decent backline. I think people are way too hard on Maguire. I see why him and Lindelof may not be the perfect pairing because there's not much pace there. But overall, I think Maguire is quite a solid defender, personally. All right, Phoenix Compilation says, I forgot about Rashford over Tammy. I would try to squeeze Rashford in and take a midfielder out. Yeah, I think the issue is with England, they have so much talent up top. But for Gareth Southgate, it's all about playing a possession-oriented style, a 4-3-3. I would say I don't see them changing it for any player. I'd say them sticking with that 4-3-3 because they have so many good talent on the wings, then leaving Kane up top, and then just playing from there. That's how I see it kind of working out. Here come Chelsea now. Chelsea are pushing the ball forward, plays it out wide, but it's gone out for a throw-in for Sheffield United. All right, guys, looking a little more into the statistics of the match, we have Chelsea, who have 2 shots, 1 on target, 65% possession, versus a Sheffield side with 4 shots, 2 on target, and 35% possession. So although Chelsea have had more possession, Sheffield are the team that have created more chances and more quality chances. So I think the possession sometimes is a statistic that kind of deceives what's actually going on. Because Chelsea have had a lot of the ball, but how much of it has been meaningful possession? That's the question we've got to ask ourselves here. All right, Natural Red says, in my opinion, Lindelof is your best defender. I like him. Yeah, I think, again, though, I think people are harsh on Maguire because of that big transfer fee. I could see why you like Lindelof more than Maguire. That's fair enough. Maguire's had some moments where you're like, is this guy moving or is he a statue out there? But for the most part, I've been happy with both of them. Like, I think you could maybe argue we need a left back more than we need a center back, because I don't know about. I think Luke Shaw's played well, but his fitness is questionable for me. It's very questionable. That's my thoughts on it, though. Maybe maybe I like United and I'm too close to the situation to say, though. However, like, maybe I'm just like biased a bit. But I would say, yeah, I think we do need a defender. But someone's mentioned from last live stream that maybe bring in back Chris Smalling from Serie A and bring him back, because he's been one of the best defenders in Serie A this season. And I think that could be a great way to fix it without having to go out and spend a boatload of money. All right, guys, it is currently the water break. We are watching Sheffield United versus Chelsea. Sheffield United are up 1-0. It's been a very close game thus far. Great goal from McGoldrick. Chelsea's defense let them down there. And some interesting stuff to talk about right now. The top 4 race, guys. Here's how I see it playing out. I have obviously Liverpool have won the league. Second, I have Manchester City. Third position, I have Manchester United. I believe United are just in better form than Chelsea and overall a more solid side. Then in fourth position, I have Chelsea. I think it'll be really close. You know what? I could flip United, Chelsea, either way. I think either team could really do it. And then fifth position, I have Leicester City. Sixth, I have Wolves. And seventh, I have Sheffield United. So that's roughly how I have it playing out. Eighth would be, not seventh Sheffield. Seventh, Arsenal. Eighth, Sheffield. Ninth, Spurs. And 10th, Burnley. That's my top half of the table. That's how I see it ending. All right, here comes Dean Henderson. Dean Henderson, another player that could be brought back to Manchester United. Contested there. Reece James wins it. Zuma now. Chelsea looking to play again. Settling it down. Man, you're far from the times of Ferdinand and Vidic. Oh, of course they are. Like, those are two of the... At that time, though, those were two of the best center backs in the world. And Maguire and Lindelof are nowhere near that level. I will be the first to say that. GSGA Football says Liverpool drew. Yes, Liverpool did draw. Liverpool not quite playing their best, but they were also playing the youngsters today. So let's keep that clear when we talk about Liverpool drawing. Sheffield now winning the ball back. Egan has played quite well. That Sheffield backline has looked really organized. Chris Wilder, that's typical of a Wilder side. Played out now by Henderson. Played up to McGoldrick. One back, though, by Willian. Now switching it through Zuma. Being patient thus far in the match. Here comes Zuma now on the ball. Zuma's going to play it out wide to Christensen. Christensen plays it to Reece James. Back to Christensen. And now they move it. Zuma on the ball. Sheffield looking to press, but they're also now more in a mid-block, conceding a little more space to Chelsea. Played in behind. Can Mount keep it in? Mount does, but it's one back by Sheffield there. Out for a Sheffield throw. Really well done by that Sheffield defender, using his body, and it's going to be a throw. But this is a dangerous place to have a throw in. It's right down in their own corner. Hopefully, we'll see if Chelsea can win it back here and try and make something happen. So far, though, Chelsea on the attack have not looked quite the same team. I'd say the highlights thus far has been Christian Pulisic, but in the recent minutes, he's kind of gone a bit missing. Guys, if you're just joining the live stream, make sure to smash the like button. Also, give me your score predictions in the comments now that Sheffield are up 1-0. Have your predictions changed? What are your thoughts? Ball in by Chelsea. It's gone too far, though. They're going to deal with it here. It's played. Sheffield have won it back. Sheffield are very good in possession. I don't think they're given enough credit for it. Here come Chelsea again, though. They've won it back. This ball's just been going back and forth between the two sides in the attacking area. Barkley on the ball. Barkley switches it through Zuma. Zuma plays it out wide. Now Sheffield are starting to drop deeper into a low block, just getting numbers behind the ball, making it hard for Chelsea to break them down. Play it out wide to Reece James. Reece James settles it. Takes it back inside, however. Chelsea being patient, looking for something to open up. Barkley sprays it wide to Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta may try and get an early cross here on his right foot. brings it back inside, plays Barkley. Barkley slips. Sheffield win the ball. Sheffield looking to counter now. That's what they're going to do. McGoldrick holds it up, but Barkley wins it back. Well done by Barkley there. Barkley plays inside to Abraham. Abraham takes it off his body. Headed away by Sheffield. Willian. Chelsea settle. Reece James is going to look to play back here to Christensen. Good little sequence. It's going back and forth. Okay. Sheffield United players have the best names. I agree, Natural Red. They 100% do. McGoldrick is a hell of a name. We've got to give credit where it's due. Willian out wide. Willian looking to go 1v1 here. Takes the line. Cuts back. Plays it back to Reece James. I really like Reece James and Willian on the same side. I think there's a lot of interesting attacking things you can do from that side in terms of the overlap, the underlap. Very dangerous. Chelsea switching the ball now. Plays it over to Mount, Mason Mount. I want to see Mount in a higher position. When he drops deep, he's not as dangerous. I want to see Mount push on forward a little higher and try and get more involved in that attack. Barkley now on the ball, because I think Mount's better in the attack than Barkley is. I think Barkley's more of box-to-box, whereas Mount's more of a true 10. Barkley delivery, cleared away. My guy, Phoenix Compilations, asked Madison or Mount. I would be partial. I think Madison started off very well, but I kind of like Mount. I think Mount provides a little more energy in the defense as well on top of that, and is very crafty in that final third. I think they're very similar players, though. I think many people would say Madison, but I'm a bit partial to Mount personally, just because I like the way he plays and the energy he plays with. Here come Chelsea again. Chelsea moving the ball, being patient. Guys, if you're just joining us, smash that like button. We're aiming for 40 likes. And also, make sure you subscribe and let me know in the live chat your score predictions for this match. If you're just joining us, we are currently watching Sheffield United Chelsea. Sheffield are up 1-0, and we are in the 29th minute of the match. So we are getting closer and closer to halftime. I think it's important for Chelsea to get a goal here. Here come Chelsea again. Ross Barkley's giving the ball away. There's not enough creativity in this midfield right now for Chelsea. Like in that final third, I think Abraham hasn't really been doing much. He needs to stretch the pitch a bit more. Like, there's just not very much space to play in. So Chelsea need to figure out something different going forward. Chris Wilder, what a manager he's been, guys. Guys, I had this written down before the podcast, and I want to ask you guys your thoughts on this. Natural Red, I know your thought right away. People have been saying Chris Wilder should maybe deserve the manager of the season. What are our thoughts on that? I'm just going to say for me personally, my belief is it's got to be Jurgen Klopp, 100% after what Liverpool have done. But many people are saying Chris Wilder deserves a shout for what he's done with Sheffield, especially if they finish in a European spot, if they can get into the Europa League. What are our thoughts on that? Natural Red, I want to know what you think of that. I think you'd be absolutely livid at that. But guys, let me know. Also, Frank Lampard's first season, guys, overall, I think it's been very, very solid. And him being just such a club legend, he's gotten a little more patience from Chelsea fans, which I think is a good thing, because this Chelsea team is going to take a bit of patience in terms of there's a lot of young players, and I think they could be very successful very soon, or it could take 2 or 3 seasons for them to get it sorted. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on that. Here come Chelsea, though, now. There's been a foul on Christensen. Christensen goes down, holding his ankle, but pops back up onto his feet. Guys, in the chat, who do you think are the... No, I love Wilder. Obviously, Klopp will be first. That's what Natural Red's saying. Guys, what do you think? Manager of the season. Is it Jurgen Klopp or is it Chris Wilder? Or you Chelsea fans that are here, is it Frank Lampard? That would be funny if someone popped up with Frankie's name. I would definitely... be very vocal about my disagreement with that, but I think nonetheless Frank has done a great job his first season at Chelsea. Zuma switches it to Christensen, being patient. Chelsea in possession, very solid team. It's can that they convert this possession now to more chances, because in that final third they just haven't looked great this match thus far, but I think we can wait to expect more from them. I assume Lampard will make some changes at halftime. I think a player who's been quite invisible for me has been Tammy Abraham, and that's one of the first players I would be looking to maybe sub. I would be looking to bring on Olivier Giroud, who's been very good recently. Natural Red is saying, what I don't understand is why Pep is not getting talked about. 9 losses this season. Absolute disgrace. Imagine Ole or Klopp did that with Man City's squad. So I think the thing about Pep, however, I think it's quite clear what's gone wrong there. I think everyone knows it's the defense. And also, to be fair to Man City, they have had a lot of injuries. So I think that's kind of what's gone wrong for them. Like a mix of injuries and just... Oh, Sheffield has scored a second! Wow! What a goal! McBurney scores for Sheffield, and Sheffield are up 2-0, lads. Wow, I'm absolutely confused. I'm confused as what's going on here. Just early ball in, really early ball in. Wasn't even looking at the game because I was like, I don't think much is happening right now. Well done by Sheffield. McBurney, second. What a goal. Natural Red saying it's his favorite name. Yes, we love the McBurney name. What a name it is. Sheffield United up 2-0. Early cross in by Stevens, and McBurney just heads it. Again, the Chelsea defenders are standing there looking at each other, and they don't even know what's happened at this point. Like, they're like, what is going on? They're all looking to each other, but no one's taking the accountability. No one's being responsible for it. Zuma's not even marking closely there. And people have been saying Zuma's been Chelsea's best defender recently. George Benson has been saying that a ton. And now Chelsea are down 2-0. What a goal, though, from Sheffield. See, this is what I'm talking about. You can have all that possession in the world, but if you do not convert it to chances on goal, then it's going to be you're going to have a very hard time. And this is what's going on with Chelsea. And the substitutions, if I'm Frank Lampard at halftime, I'm bringing off Abraham. I'm bringing on Giroud. I'm also going to look to bring on Kovacic. And then maybe, I'm looking through here, Loftus-Cheek as well. I think you sub Loftus-Cheek for Barkley. You look to bring on Kovacic in that midfield a little later. And then obviously Giroud right at halftime is what I'm thinking. What substitutions would you guys make in the live chat? Let's see what people are saying. Natural Red says absolute fraudulence. I assume you're referring to Pep Guardiola. Ryan's career mode is back. Hello, Ryan. Thank you for joining us again. McBurney, my second favorite name, says Natural Red. Phoenix Compilation says, wow. Ryan's career mode, come on, get in, you Blades. Ryan, are you a Sheffield fan, or are you just not a fan of Chelsea? Because I know there's some of that going on this match. Here comes Sheffield again. Sheffield trying to control the ball. It looks like it's gone out for a Sheffield throw on the left-hand side of the pitch. Just poor marking in that final third. Mr. Footballer Loon says, hi. Hello. Thanks for joining, lad. If you're just joining, smash that like button. We're aiming for 40 likes on this live stream, so if you could do that, I would really appreciate it. Ryan's career mode says Leicester City fan. That makes sense then. You're trying to keep up in that top four, so you want the Sheffield to win. Fair enough. Fair enough, Ryan. Manager of the season is Daniel Farks to Mahmood. Obviously, Mahmood. Obviously, we all know that is sarcasm, but that is some funny stuff right there. You got to feel for the man, however, because he's been stuck with a championship-level side in the Premier League, and I don't think there's many managers that could get much more out of that Norwich side. Sheffield now, again, Stevens on the ball. If Sheffield get a third before the half, this game's done. I still think Chelsea could come back in that second half. If they kind of make some changes and reinvigorate themselves. Guys, what are your score predictions now that Sheffield are up 2-0? If you're just joining us, Sheffield United are playing Chelsea. Sheffield United are up 2-0 in the 35th minute. I want to know if people's score predictions have changed since. GSGA Loon says, GSGA Football Talk says, I am a Man City fan. Wow, Natural Red. And we got a Man City fan and a Liverpool fan in here. And I already subbed weeks ago. Thank you, Mr. Footballer Loons. I really appreciate that. GSGA Football Talk's a Man City fan. What are your overall thoughts on the season for Man City? Here comes Pulisic. Pulisic cuts inside. One back by the Sheffield defense. What are your thoughts on the Man City season, Football Talk? Natural Red, I actually think it's Sheffield's assistant doing the madness. Both him and Wilder are clever and unique. Very interesting. I think with a great coaching staff, there's always great assistant managers as well, so I think that's fair enough. Pulisic plays it inside to Willian, cleared away by O'Connell. Basham goes up. He goes down, though. There's going to be a foul on Chelsea. Azpilicueta is not very happy right now. Irate Giroud started for the World Cup winning France. All needs is a 10 like Griezmann to sit right in behind him and use him as a wall. Yeah, and that's where I think Mason Mount and Giroud have such a good little thing going on there, because Mount will pop right off underneath Giroud and will take the ball, go forward. I really like the way those two play together. Great point, Phoenix Compilations. Ryan's career mode, manager of the season, Dean Smith, spent $170 million and is in the relegation zone. One of the worst defensive in the league, quality season, says Ryan's career mode. Mahmood, the reason why I said it's Daniel Fark is because he helped them relegate, so they can win the championship cup, says Mahmood. Mr. Footballer Loons, I'm a Newcastle United fan. Do not talk about today. Yes, that is... I'm just going to leave it at that. There's nothing to say more about that. That was an unfortunate result. A team that's looked like they're kind of in no man's land, and because of that are not very motivated to play. All right, Chelsea have a throw now on that far side, are looking to make something happen here. But play back, are going to play simple, are going to work the ball. Until it gets to the 70th minute, I expect Chelsea to play this kind of more passive style. If they're still down in the 70th minute, they'll expect them to come out more attacking-minded. All right, GSGA football talk. I think we have played poor. We have a very good team and a good manager. We had a lot of injuries. Our defense is poor this season. Hopefully Pep can make us stronger next season. Yeah, with Pulisic shot, but it goes wide. The Chelsea players look frustrated with each other right now. They're going to need to have... Frank Lampard's going to need to sit them down at halftime and have a good chat with them because it doesn't look like it's running very smoothly for them. Yeah, I agree. I think Pep will be able to get enough money from the board to go out get a big defender. I am expecting Koulibaly to be in that back line. I think Mendy can be all right, but you need to see, where is the Mendy we saw 2 or 3 seasons ago before all these injuries? Because this season he's been poor. He's been very poor. But Koulibaly for me is a signing that City need to make. If they make that Koulibaly signing, I think they could have a lot of good things going for them. Chelsea went in the middle of the park here, moving the ball forward, carrying it, play it out wide. Now to Red, shocking second half by the Geordies. Yes, it was. No doubt. Ryan's career mode, Villa's going down, 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 down. Ryan's career mode, very happy about that. Moving the ball is Reece James. Chelsea moving it back inside. Well done here by Chelsea, being patient, moving the ball, playing some good football here. But can they create a chance off it? Pulisic has looked lively thus far. He's the only player who's really going after it. Here's Pulisic, cuts inside, goes down though. Will it be called a foul? No, the referee does not believe he was taken down there. It looked like he maybe got clipped, but it was a bit soft. Nacho Red says, more money, bloody hell. Eric Garcia looks good, so why doesn't he give him a chance? I think Eric Garcia is good as well. But, hey, Nacho Red, I'm going to have to say, if you guys want to win the league next year, you're going to have to go make some signings too. I do not think Liverpool, as they're currently constructed, can win the league again next year. Part of being a championship side is each season it takes so much effort, so much desire, so much. This is why you're seeing Liverpool kind of a bit lackluster as of recent, because they put so much energy into the season. They're going to need some fresh people to bring in to kind of reinvigorate the side, I believe. But yeah, I think City will spend money on Koulibaly. That's just the way they operate. Why would we expect them not to? City aren't going to be like, oh, everyone's slating us for spending money, so why wouldn't we? I think they will. You could be critical of it, but I mean, I think every club, if they had that kind of money, would. Phoenix compilation, Sheffield are very organized, defensively disciplined, and everyone knows their role. Signs of a good manager. 100% agree. This is also why Burnley have done quite well this season. It's because they're defensively very disciplined, knows what they are as a football club, knows they're gonna look to counter, sit in, win the ball. I'm talking about Burnley here, not Sheffield. Sheffield are better on the ball moving it, but will sit in, counter, and are just very organized and disciplined. And I think yes, Sean Dyche, fantastic manager. Chris Wilder, fantastic manager. Jurgen Klopp, fantastic manager. We're seeing all these great managers, and if they're all the players are on the same page and all firing, they can be very good side. Sanderberg is currently on my screen, guys. He is the big signing for Sheffield United, and he was brought in as a club record signing. Has been playing a lot and has been quite good in this game. Is holding it down, sitting in that pocket right in front of their back line, and holding it all together for Sheffield. If you're just joining us, we are watching Sheffield United versus Chelsea. Sheffield United up 2-0 currently. We are in the 41st minute. If you guys are enjoying the live stream, make sure to smash that like button. We are aiming for 40 likes on this live stream, so if you're enjoying, make sure to do that. And please make sure to subscribe as well. We are aiming for 2,200 subscribers. Natural Red, Minamino is going to rock the league next year. You can see glimpses of brilliance. You know what? I agree with that 100%. Minamino's looked very good. Christian Pulisic plays it in, headed away. Yeah, Minamino's been really good. I'm a big fan of him. Just when he's on the ball, he looks so smooth and confident and goes really well at players. Sheffield looking to counter, headed down by Christensen, and Chelsea are looking to move the ball. So far for Chelsea, this has been kind of a nightmarish season for them. Naturalist says, "Oi, everyone, like the stream. Come on, my guy. I appreciate that. Yeah, guys, make sure you smash a like on the stream. Subscribe as well. We got more streams coming. We'll be doing a stream tomorrow for the North London Derby as well, and hopefully one Monday for the Manchester United game. Cleared by Sheffield. Great save by Henderson. Chelsea are looking a little more lively, a little more dangerous in behind. Let's take a look at the statistics once again. So we have we are currently in the 42nd minute. Good shot there by Reece James, by the way. It popped back up on my screen. Chelsea 3 shots, 2 on target versus Sheffield's 5 shots, 3 on target. Chelsea have 74% possession, but Sheffield has still created more chances. Club African Army, my guy, thank you for joining the stream. I know you were in the Naturals Red stream as well. Bro, make sure to smash that like button. And yeah, thank you for joining us. Chelsea now moving the ball, being patient, looking to break down, waiting to break down the side, the Sheffield side, and are just moving it. Here comes Christensen, back to Zuma. Guys, who do you think Chelsea's best center back is? I'm very curious as your thoughts on that. Like who, if you're going to pick one to pair with a new signing, let's say they bring in Upamecano, which center back are you going to play with him? Because I think it's very hard. I think all these Chelsea center backs are roughly on that same level. No one really stands out to me. That's just my opinion on it. Switching the ball now. Willian picks it up. Willian cuts it back now to Christensen, or Jorginho, excuse me. Jorginho sprays it to Zuma. Zuma carries it forward. Zuma's been bad this match. Zuma's been very bad. Now Tourette says Christensen. Yeah, I agree. I think the only issue with Christensen, if you pair him with Upamecano, is they're very similar type players in terms of they're both ball-playing center backs. I think you'd want someone a little faster, a little more physical. I could see Rudiger and Upamecano being a great pairing, but Rudiger has been poor recently too. I think it's just, you probably have to go off form if you bring in Upamecano. Who are you going to play him with? But yeah, I could see Christensen. I think if we're talking about form right now, probably Chelsea's best center back. Club African Army, Natural Red, thank you. Bro, let's support this American fella. Thank y'all for joining. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, Club African Army and Natural Red, for being lively in the chat. Guys, drop your score predictions in the chat. And yes, no, Upamecano's quick. I agree with that. But I just think he's still more of a ball-playing center back. I don't know. I think for me it would be form-based more than just one player. But yeah, I think right now I agree it would be Christensen and Upamecano. And then in terms of order of center backs I like at Chelsea, probably first Christensen, second Rudiger, third Upamecano. I mean, not Upamecano, he's not there yet. Restart. Cut that. First would be Christensen, second would be Rudiger, third would be Zuma. Tomori is an interesting one as well, but a lot younger and haven't seen as much from him. All right, here comes Chelsea now. Reece James is probably going to look for this early cross. Plays it into Barkley. Barkley, good little skill. Plays it to Abraham. Abraham can't hold it up. And Sheffield have won the ball back. Need a sip of water. We've been chatting for a while now. If you guys are joining us, we are watching Sheffield United versus Chelsea. Sheffield United are up 2-0. We are currently in the 45th minute, and there are 2 minutes in added time remaining before halftime. At halftime, guys, make sure you stick around. We've got a lot of interesting stuff to talk about Chelsea, the Premier League generally, and who will be the favorites to win the Premier League next season. All right, Mr. Footballer Loon, Sheffield United started awful after coronavirus, but are now winning 2-0 against Chelsea. Yes, Sheffield United guys have really turned it around. They have looked very good in recent weeks, and I think it just took them a little bit of time to find that form that was so good before. Hussein says, yes, bro. How are you? And what a surprise, Chelsea losing. Yeah, Hussein, thank you for joining, my guy. Make sure you smash that like button. We are aiming for 40 likes on the stream, so if you could do that for me, I'd really appreciate it. Rez says, hello, Rez. How are you doing? Rez, what are your score predictions for this match? Currently, Sheffield United up 2-0. Do you think it will stay this way, or do you think it will change? I'm still going to stick with my 2-2 prediction. I think Chelsea could come out and get a couple goals. So let's see if they can. Barkley sprays it wide to Reece James. Reece James ball in, back post. Pulisic goes up for it. It's going to go out for a Chelsea throw-in, guys. Chelsea are now going to have corner kick. Excuse me. Rez says 3-2. Rez, to which team do you think will win 3-2? Is it going to be Chelsea? Is it going to be Sheffield? I'm very curious of your thoughts. 3-2 to Sheffield, he says. Okay. I could definitely see that happening. No doubt. I think that's a great prediction, Rez. Bolin headed away by McBurney. Out wide, back to Willian. And that is the half, guys. We are into halftime. Let me change the setting on OBS here. Alrighty. So it is halftime. And so far, if you're a Chelsea fan, you've got to be quite disappointed thus far. Have played so, have a lot of the ball per usual, but they haven't converted that possession into chances, and that's a real problem for them. I think there's lots of interesting stuff to talk about from the match. For me, the best player on Chelsea has probably been Pulisic. We haven't seen much from Abraham. I expect a sub for Giroud, and also I would see that maybe the likes of Ross Barkley will get subbed out for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Who do you guys think will be subbed in for Chelsea? In terms of Sheffield, I would keep it the same. They've looked very, very good. Kovacic as well is on the bench, so I think Kovacic could be an interesting one. I just seen Kobe say that. He said, I forgot Kovacic was on Chelsea. Yes, I'm surprised Kovacic hasn't been playing more, because many Chelsea fans were adamant when I ranked all the Chelsea players, were adamant to say that, Kovacic has been our best player this season. But then since the restart, he's hardly even played. All right. If Chelsea, Club African Army, it will finish 2-1 to Sheffield United. That's his prediction, guys. I could see that as well. I think there's lots of ways this game could go. I think the first 10 minutes of the second half will be very telling of how this game ends out. Rez Speeders says, what do you think about the water breaks? I don't really like them. They sometimes stops a good start in the game. I agree. I don't think the drink breaks should be around for too long. Like, hopefully once the season's done, that's the end of them. I think it becomes too much like an American sport at that point. Like, I could see if we keep doing the drink breaks, advertisements will start to be placed in those periods, and we do not want that. We want a full half of football, a full 45 minutes. Why football is why football is the best sport in the world, because it's constant, it keeps on going. I think the drink breaks are useless. I agree with you, Natural Red. Guys, what substitution should Frank Lampard make? Let me know in the live chat section. All right, moving on to some transfer news for Chelsea. Obviously, they're bringing in Werner, bringing in Ziyech. Are linked to Havertz, Rice, Upamecano, Tagliafico, Chilwell, just to name a few. Guys, who do you think they should? Oh, Alaba as well. Don't forget him. Who do you think they should? Who do you think they should sign this season? If they have like a budget of maybe $100 million more to spend, who are you looking to bring in? Me personally, I would say I would sign Upamecano, and I would bring in probably Tagliafico, just so they've strengthened that back line, because I think up top they're already brilliant. But maybe if you think they should bring in Havertz, or maybe if many of you should think Rice is a new one. Rice is someone who's been played very well against them at center back. People are saying he could be converted into a great center back. Natural Red says Chilwell has been awful this season. Yeah, I think Chilwell's way too much money for what he is. $80 million is ridiculous. I think Alaba's really, really good too. Hussein says I missed his comment. If Chelsea go on to lose, If Chelsea go on to lose, do United have a secure top 4 spot if they continue the form they're in and win all their matches? Yes, I think if Chelsea lose today, United have a very good shot at the 3rd position in the table. So that's how I see it playing out personally. But who knows? I think United are already very likely to finish in the top 4, and I think it's now whether they can get into 3rd position. That's my thoughts on it. I think 3rd position makes it, a loss today by Chelsea makes it very likely they can finish in 3rd. Chelsea should get Havertz and a left back. The interesting thing about Havertz, though, is he will run them roughly 90 million euros, 90 million pounds is what people are saying. So will they have that money to go get a left back? I think you should get a center back, because clearly today, between Zuma, Rudiger, Christensen, Tomori, there's not a good enough center back there for them. I remember when Chelsea played with Conte and Jorginho, and there was no creativity. Seems like Lampard figured that out. Yeah, 100%. I think you can't have Conte and Jorginho in that same midfield, because they're both like 6s. They're different styles, though. Jorginho operates as that pivot, whereas Conte is a destroyer. but Conte is just better than Jorginho. That's just the fact of the matter. Jorginho was good when Sarri was there because that was Sarri's player, but I think Jorginho should move back to Serie A. Fits way better. Sell Jorginho, get money for Havertz. Fair enough. That's what I just said about selling him, but I didn't think about the money aspect of that. So selling Jorginho could get them a lot of money. Fair enough. I think ideally for Chelsea, you get Havertz and then get a center back as well. But I don't know how willing Ibrahimovic will be to spend so much money, because considering he's spent already a ton. Havertz is a 10. Would Lampard change formation? That's another thing. I think Lampard's going to stick with that 4-3-3. So I think Lampard would not be willing to change for one player, but you never know, because Lampard is a midfielder himself. He understands the midfield better than any of us do. So I think it comes down to what Lampard's comfortable to do. I just still see, in my opinion, the best thing Chelsea can do. They've already brought in Werner. They've already brought in Ziyech. The way you continue a great transfer window, you close it out with getting Upamecano in and then getting Tagliafico. That's how I would personally do it. Not spending $80 million on Chilwell. That's ridiculous. And I think Declan Rice is an idealistic one. That'll be a lot of money for someone who's hardly played as a center back, despite looking good recently. So those are my thoughts on it, guys. If you're enjoying the live stream, Res Speeders, anyone else, smash the like button. Subscribe as well, guys. We're trying to get to 2,200 subscribers, and we're trying to smash 40 likes on this live stream. So make sure y'all do that for me. Chelsea have 430 passes to Sheffield's 130. Yeah, that's insane. But then who has more shots on shots? It's Sheffield. So possession, again, is one of these things where it's a misleading statistic, because if you possess the ball but you don't create any chances out of it, it can be a little pointless at times. They need to possess with more of a purpose, Chelsea, going forward, because once they get in the final third, they've looked dodgy for sure. So that's kind of my thoughts on it thus far. All right, other thoughts, guys. I want to know who you guys think is the favorite to win the Premier League right now. If you had to bet 100 quid on who would win the Premier League next season, I want to know who you guys are thinking. There are also rumors that Man United want Chilwell. TBH, every player is linked to United. Yeah, 100%. I don't see Chilwell ending up at United. I think United will probably be looking for Sancho. That's the main one. I don't see them spending the kind of money that Leicester are demanding for Chilwell. Guys, who do you think the favorites are to win the Premier League next season? If you had to put 100 quid on it, who are you selecting? Natural Red, you may not like this one, but I think it is Man City, because they have that kind of money where they will spend a ton, get that defense fixed up, and then going forward are so good and have so many options up top. But let me know, do you guys think it's Liverpool, City, potentially United could win the league next year, Chelsea? Club African Army says Liverpool again. Fair enough, lad. I could see that. They're very good at what they do, and Klopp can motivate them. I think Klopp could get the best out of them next season. Res Speeder says, I think Man City or Man United. Yeah, I would kind of agree with that, but I think you can, again, Liverpool's right in that conversation. He says Liverpool third, says Res Speeders. The team who is 24 points in front, says Natural Red. Yes, but I think it's important to remember, right? 24 points in front. Let's look back to when City their first season winning the league were way in front as well. Then it got closer, and then that gap got pinched, and now Liverpool won the league. So I think don't put too much in stock into the point difference. Obviously, this season's been fantastic. They deserve everything, all the praise, everyone boosting them up 100%. And I think they will break the 100 points that City have gotten 100%. But my thoughts on it are that it's going to be hard to replicate what they've done this season. And that's where transfers come in big. For me, basically, Liverpool will win the league if they make good, smart transfers and spend a bit of money this transfer window. If they do not, I do not think they will. But I said that last year, and I was wrong. So I'm not going to doubt Jurgen Klopp and them. I think for me, it's going to be a very strong race next year. I think it'll be very close between Liverpool, between City, between United, and between Chelsea. And I think a lot of it will come down to what the teams do this summer. Raz Speeder says they just drew to Burnley. Yes, but that was with a team mainly consisting of youngsters. So, again, not too much stock into that. Liverpool haven't been that great since the restart. City are so much better, although our mentality is relentless. Yeah, that's the thing with Jurgen Klopp, guys. We cannot underestimate his ability as a manager to be a man motivator. He motivates the hell out of those players. I think Jurgen Klopp could go down and could have, if you had given Jurgen Klopp this Norwich team at the beginning of the season, I think he could have done a better job just because of his man motivation. He gets the best out of every single player at Liverpool. Whoever thought Jordan Henderson would be as good as he's been this season? No one. But Jurgen Klopp's believed in him, has shown him the way, and has really helped him out there. So Jurgen Klopp is great. Aiden LaJoy says 2-0. Yes. Aiden, if you're just joining us, smash that like button. We are currently watching Sheffield United versus Chelsea. We are at halftime, and Sheffield United are up 2-0 with goals from Ollie McBurney and a goal from McGoldrick. So, very interesting first half. Very surprised of how the match has turned out. Club African Army. And I'm thinking about Chelsea can win the league next season with Ziyech and Havertz and Conte and Abraham. Yes, I believe they have a chance, but again, can they do it without a fixed-up backline? And no, because they just conceded 2 goals to Sheffield in the first half. As good as Sheffield have been this season, the goals they scored today weren't brilliant goals. That was just poor defending from Chelsea. Let's be absolutely clear there. That was Zuma taking a nap. That was Reece James taking a nap defensively. Like, it was bad. It was very bad. Those were players who defensively are just not locked in. So they cannot win the league with the current defense they have. No way. If they do not make defensive changes this summer, I believe Chelsea will be fighting for that 4th spot next season. I believe if they do not make the defensive changes that are needed, it will be a race between United, City, and Liverpool, not Chelsea, to be clear. Rest Beaters, what do you think about the Thiago from Bayern to Liverpool? Rip my grammar, lol. I think that's a very good. I think that would be a great look. Natural Red, I think. What are your thoughts on that? What do you think about Thiago to Liverpool? If I was Liverpool, I'd be absolutely loving to hear that news. I think that would be a great transfer for them. Just add them. That's the depth that we're talking about. That's the kind of depth that Liverpool need to achieve more success. Natural Red says taking a nap, ha ha ha. Club African Army says the same. Chelsea guys, let's get it clear. They have so many great talented young players, but that backline is what's holding them back from their true potential right now. Let's be clear with it. And I think, again, like I said, big fan of the George Benson football channel. And he does a great job with his videos, but I think he needs to emphasize, if I was him, I would emphasize more the trouble with the backline, because that, again, is what's holding them back. And I'm curious to see his reaction after the match, because he's going to be livid with how they started this first half. It's been super poor. My guy Zuma is definitely getting a red box, or the whole Chelsea defense is getting a red box for sure, if you watch his 6 things takeaway videos. So, second half. Let's talk a little bit about the second half right now. We are going to be seeing some substitutions for sure. I am I would be surprised if Olivier Giroud does not come on. I would be very surprised because Abraham's been invisible. I'd be surprised if there's no Kovacic because he's been very good for the club this season and he needs to play. And finally, I would be surprised if Loftus-Cheek doesn't come on because I think he could add a bit of creativity in the final third. That would help them a bunch. All right, let's see what people are saying again in the live chat. Those are my substitutions for Chelsea. As for Sheffield, I'm leaving the side out there. They have looked so good. Why touch something that's been so good in that first half? Natural Red says, Thiago alongside De Bruyne are 2 of the best midfielders in the world. I would love to have him, but the midfield is one spot. We have a lot of depth. I agree, but when you're talking about such a good player, I think it's a good thing to do. The thing about being so good, so Liverpool were very good last season, didn't quite get it done. This season, won the league. This is where injuries start to set in, and I think that's where having depth, especially in the midfield, when those Liverpool midfielders are they're so highly demanded of, have to cover so much space on the pitch. I think that would be a great signing. I would personally, if I was Liverpool, I would go do it. Res Peter says, also what center mid should United get for squad depth when Pogba and Fernandes are not playing? So, I don't think United need depth currently in the midfield because I think McTominay does a serviceable job when he's called upon. I think Fred does an alright job as well. Personally, I would be looking for a starting player for Manchester United, and that player would be Declan Rice. That's who, if I was Manchester United, I would be looking to get Declan Rice because I think his skill set fits really, really well with that of Paul Pogba and also Bruno Fernandes. He would allow them to play more attacking, occupy higher areas on the pitch, and he would sit in right in front of that United backline and just defend play simple, take care of business. He's like people call him an old school central defensive midfielder because he's got a defensive first mindset, but he's still very solid on the ball and can move it well. So I would go get, if I was United, I would go get Declan Rice. My comments aren't going through. Tristan, my guy, good to see you, man. Make sure you smash that like button, Tristan. We're aiming for 40 likes on the stream. So if you could do that for me, I'd really appreciate it. Also, Res Speeders, if you're new, man, please hit that subscribe button. Anyone else new to the channel, smash the like and subscribe because there will be more live streams coming this weekend. The second half has just kicked off. Chelsea are moving the ball. Abraham's still on the pitch. I don't think they've made any notable substitutions as of yet. Let's see what the chat is saying again. Yes, Wade, it's gone through, says Tristan, my guy. Lampard should be furious with his players in the dressing room. Yes, I'm sure he did. And I'm sure they're going to get something better the second half. I think he would have called out his players for a poor performance and will be on them to do something new. All right, and better in the second half. I'm 6 off 700 subscribers. 4 people unsubscribed yesterday, but it's life. Yes, it is. Tristan, we've talked before. Be consistent with the uploads, my guy. That's the biggest piece of advice. You always are. Keep doing that, and you will continue to grow your channel. Res Speeder says, I liked and subbed. My guy, I really appreciate that, Res. Kobe says, don't think United can challenge next season. We are in a deep squad. If there's one injury, we will suffer. I agree, and that's why I think they should go. Kobe, I don't know if you see my video about who United should sign if they can't get Sancho. I think that's a great opportunity to add some depth. Add Rice, add Hudson Edouard up top because he's a traditional 9. And then also add what's his face? Declan Rice in the midfield. And then Kingsley Coman up top on the wing. He would be absolutely fantastic for them. Tristan said, liked my guy, Tristan. I appreciate that, guys. Keep smashing the like button. We're aiming for 40 on the stream. If not 40, let's try and hit 30. That would be great. But Ole is going to make McTominay a long-term CDM for United when Matic is retired. I agree. I think McTominay will be there for a bit. But we've got to wait and see how he continues to grow as a player. Because like at times he shows some really good class. Other times I wonder if he's a United quality player. Here comes Sheffield driving forward, one back by Zuma. The Chelsea players are saying it is a Chelsea throw. Need a bit of water. 1 second, y'all. Alrighty, let's see what people are saying. Zane says, what's up, Fergs? My guy, Zane. Zane, make sure to smash that like button, bro. We're aiming for 40 likes on this one, so if you could do that for me, that would be absolutely massive. Norwich relegated, says Tristan. Yeah, Tristan, 100%. They're going to be relegated. And, all right, sorry, I didn't make it clear. I meant channel to upload, says Tristan. Natural Red, I'll be surprised if any club makes big signings. Financial world is effed up. 100%. Yeah, this quarantine, this COVID-19 situation has made it very hard for clubs to really do anything financially. So, yeah, the clubs, though, that can do stuff are the Cities and the Chelseas of the world who have such a big financial backing. Abramovich has said this is Chelsea's time to pounce and make good transfers for cheaper than they normally would. Like, Dortmund are looking to sell players off a little cheaper than they normally would just because they're trying to get money into the club right now. So, good point, Natural Red. Watford is safe from relegation, says Res Speeders. It's close, you know. I think it's going to be very close between Watford, West Ham, and Villa. I think those 3 clubs will be all very close. But yes, I think Watford. I think more likely Villa will be relegated than those other ones. But Watford and West Ham still are not safe, I think, until the final day of the season has been played. All right, back to the match now. If you're just joining us, we are watching Sheffield United versus Chelsea. We are currently in the 48th minute of the match. It's been a very competitive match. But Chelsea have not been able to convert their possession into chances on goal. So, here comes Chelsea. Zuma plays it into Jorginho. Chelsea are without, guys, if you are not aware, without Conte, without Billy Gilmour due to injury. Man, just thoughts and prayers to Billy Gilmour. Is having knee surgery. Feel bad for the lad. Has played so well. I hate to see a young player get injured like that. Such a good, talented player, and will definitely be a star on that Scottish national team. Big up Scotland, you get me. Newcastle's new owners will. Yes, but the takeover has not been confirmed yet, so it's going to be hard to say. Willian ball in by, I don't know who that was, headed by Alonso. Alonso's come on, guys. Alonso will add some attacking threat for Chelsea. I think good sub by Frank there. Saw they need some help going forward. Ball whipped in by Reece James, and Alonso just couldn't quite get it into the back of the net. It was a little too far out, not enough power, and it went wide. Zane says, can Chelsea get a draw from this game or win? I think they could still get a draw. My prediction was a 2-2 draw, so I'm sticking with it. I think they potentially could. It's going to be very hard, though. But let's see how they get on. I'll let you know around the 65th minute kind of what my thoughts are, because I think then we'll see enough into this half of whether Chelsea will be able to get another one. All right. Well, Chelsea had a transfer ban, so they're getting a lot of good players this time, 100%. They haven't spent in a while, so they're willing to spend right now. Abramovich has been clear about that. Here comes Stevens, 2v1. Goes out for a Chelsea throw on the right-hand side of the pitch. Is Chong the guy with Fellaini's hair? Yes, Chong is the guy with Fellaini's hair. I think he'll likely move on. Hasn't quite worked out for him at United. Isn't really getting any first-team playing time. I think it'd be a good time for him to move on. Aiden LaJoy says, big up my guy, Aiden LaJoy. Shout out for joining, bro. I appreciate all the support. Tristan24 Swansea, if we win or draw tomorrow versus Leeds, we will go 6 in the playoffs. Yes. Big match for Swansea tomorrow, 100%. Club African Army. Are we going to see the first derby between Man City versus Newcastle next season? Oh, I know Mr. Footballer Loons, I believe, is a Newcastle fan. Got a feel for Newcastle after what went on today. What a shocker of a performance. Should have done much better. Should have gotten a win versus Watford. Newcastle's going to be Man City 2.0, says Red Speeders. Oh, guys, don't do Newcastle like that. You know they're passionate about their football in Newcastle. Pulisic gives the ball away there carelessly, and Chelsea win it back. Chelsea so far, I believe Rudiger has been subbed on. Yes, Rudiger has been subbed on. It is currently Rudiger and Zuma now playing in that backline. Christensen has been taken off. Azpilicueta has been moved over, I believe. I think I'm correct there, guys. If you can see better than me, my TV's a little far away. Let me know who's in there, but I believe it is Zuma. Yes, Zuma's playing more as a left back now. Yeah, Zuma's playing as a left back. It's Christensen and I've got to figure this out, you know. But anyways, what are people saying? Reese Vlogs, hello, lad. Thanks for joining. Make sure you smash that button. Come on, you Spurs says hello as well. Come on, you Spurs. We will be watching the North London Derby, so make sure you're there tomorrow. Both of you lads, if you could smash the like button for me. We're aiming for 40 likes on the stream. And also, we are looking for to hit 2,200 subscribers, so make sure you smash the like button. And yes, thank you, Reese Vlogs says, love the content, appreciate that, bro, I genuinely do. The oil money derby says the Club African Army. I got it now, because you were talking about the takeover. That makes more sense. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if that takeover actually ends up happening. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Do you think the takeover will happen? Oh, let me change my button to the second half. I didn't realize I had not done that yet. I apologize. If you're just joining us, we are watching Sheffield United versus Chelsea. We are currently in the 52nd minute of the match. Sheffield are up 2-0 versus Chelsea. Chelsea have struggled at times. Spurs drew to Bournemouth. Says, come on, you Spurs. Yes, that was a dodgy performance there. Spurs have looked, come on, you Spurs. I know you're a big fan. They've looked awful. Ball in here by Sheffield. Sheffield plays it in. Looking to hold him up is Rudiger. Rudiger wins it, though, and Chelsea are looking to counter now. Willian loses it, but Pulisic is going to get on the end of this. Here come Chelsea now. Pulisic plays it into Abraham, but loses it. Out for a Chelsea throw. Chelsea have been still not looking too good on the counter. Come on, you Spurs, though. Back to what you were saying. Yeah, you guys were really bad against Bournemouth. And just where's the creativity, man? Where is your guys' creativity? Mourinho's made it hard. Fergie changed it to the second. Yes, I just did, Naturad, my guy. Made a big mistake there, but you done know. We learn. Red Speeders, what do you think about Jude Bellingham to Dortmund? It's confirmed. I think that was a very good signing by Dortmund. Again, jumping on the youth, they're so good at just spotting talent and then executing and actually going out and doing it. So many clubs are linked to young players, but Dortmund always get it done, so props to them. Jorginho here switches it wide. Jorginho plays it to Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta ball in, headed away by the Sheffield defense. Azpilicueta again on the ball. Plays it out to, I believe, is that Azpilicueta again. Switches it, being patient. I'm not exactly sure the substitutions that they've made. Aiden LaJoy says, catch you later, Fergie. Take it easy, man. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Let's see what people are saying. Spurs drew to Bournemouth. Yes, we talked about that. BVB always gets young players, makes them great, and sells them. Yeah, they do a great job of that. I would, however, would love to see Dortmund, instead of just selling everyone off, keeping some of these talent and adding to it and trying to actually make a push for that title, because it's frustrating that they have such great teams but then don't grab the final pieces they need and instead just sell the players. Alonso, ball in, cleared away by Sheffield. Alonso's adding a bit of creativity for Chelsea. Good substitution from Chelsea. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream. Also subscribe as well. We are trying to get to 2,200 subscribers. Who's going to win versus Wolves and Everton? I have a 2-1 win to Wolves in my opinion. Everton have looked kind of bad going forward recently. So predictable. Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin are good, but it's so obvious what they're going to do. They're just going to lump the ball forward. What time is it where you live? It is currently 10:44 in the morning here. I know it's even earlier in Australia, so shouts to you for even being up right now, Natural Red. I think Bayern will win the Champions League this year. I agree. I think it is between Bayern and Man City. That said, City's defense is dodgy, so I'd be partial to Bayern currently, guys. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the UCL. It's going to be a very exciting little tournament they got going on now with the way it's kind of all worked itself out with the one-game legs. I'm very excited for the UCL. And guys, best believe we will be doing live content and predictions for the UCL. Phoenix Compilations, Kobe says, peace out, Aiden. Big up the Mandem. Take it easy, Kobe, bro. Thanks for joining again. And yeah, take it easy, bruv. All right, here is Chelsea looking to push. Pulisic wins it in a dangerous area. Looking to go after the Sheffield defense now. Plays it back to James, who plays it back to, I believe that's Kovacic. I'm going to check the lineups. I need to double check. I'm a little far from the TV. It's across the room, so I can't fully see it. Natural Red says 3:45 a.m. right now, my guy. Yo, everyone who's like tuned in internationally, I genuinely appreciate the support so much, man. Like really big up y'all for tuning in. Res Peter says it's 1:45 a.m. here as well. Y'all are the goats. Ball in for Chelsea. Cleared by the Sheffield defense. Sheffield's been so good defensively. There's Barkley popping out. Come on, you Spurs. It's 7:45 p.m. here, man. So this is truly an international audience. Come on, you Spurs. Clearly from the UK based on the time zone. Res Speeders, mate, where are you from? I'm from California in the United States, and I know Natural Red is from Australia. Sheffield looking to clear their lines here, looking to get after it. McBurney plays it forward to my guy, Mick Goldrick, but it goes out for a Chelsea throw. Alrighty, let me check the lineups real quick, just to make sure we have confirmation of who's currently on the pitch as of right now. Alright, so the substitutions that have been made, Mount has come off, and that's Alonso who's been subbed on for Mount, and then Christensen's come off for Rudiger. Okay, that's why I was confused, because I still seen Zuma on, but they also subbed on Rudiger, so they've taken off, and I saw Azpilicueta. But yes, so the substitutions that have been made, Mount has been subbed off for Alonso. Good little substitution. I don't think Mount was dropping too deep, wasn't doing enough in the attack. And then Christensen's been subbed off for Rudiger. Another good decision, considering how bad Christensen had of a first half. Abraham, though, I think will need to get subbed off soon. It's gone out for a corner kick for Chelsea. Chelsea have a corner kick here, guys. Good little ball in by Reece James. Done well there. Let me check again. One more thing. Yes, Reece James is still on the pitch. There we go. All right, ball in here. Delivered. Headed away by Sheffield. Done well there. Come on, you Spurs says, I'm in Germany. Okay, mate. Didn't expect that. My bad. Mixed it up a bit. Res Speeder says Southeast Asia. My guy. And then Natural Red says Melbourne Star right here. Bro, that's crazy. We actually got an international little group of people on here. That's lit. If you guys are just joining us, make sure to smash the like button. We are aiming for 30 likes on this live stream, y'all. I think we can do it. Currently, Sheffield United are up 2-0. And stay tuned after the game because we are going to be doing player ratings for both sides, in particular Chelsea. Ball in from Willian, headed away. I believe that was by Egan. Chelsea are looking more dangerous. Barkley goes down. Foul on Sanderberg. Not the smartest foul there. Chelsea have a free kick from right outside the area, guys. Be ready for this one. I think it could be dangerous. I'm looking at maybe Willian on the ball here. I think this is like a Willian type area on the left-hand side, so it's great for a right-footed player. Barkley goes down well there. Very smart by Barkley. Webster says, any chances for a comeback? Yes, there are always chances for a comeback here. We still have roughly over 30 minutes of football to play. Webster, if you're enjoying the stream, man, smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes. This is going to be a big one. Free kick right outside the area. Barkley standing over it, looking like it will likely be Barkley. Remember Willian free kick? Yes, I do. I think Willian should be on it, but Barkley's definitely going to be the player on it. And then Alonso's on the other side, but it's quite clear. The camera's panned to Barkley. In goal is Henderson. Barkley on it. Barkley shot into the wall. Should have done way better there. Hands up for a handball from Abraham, but nothing there. Chelsea moving it now. Rudiger looks to play it long. Back and behind. Out to Alonso, who's headed into the box. Abraham looking to pick it up. Abraham has not done very much. Ronaldinho stepping up, says Natural Red. Here we go for Sheffield taking their time now. Dean Henderson holding onto the ball a bit. Norwood's in there. Players down. It looks like Basham's down for Sheffield. Hopefully he can pop back up on his feet and be all right. Rest Beaters, be right back in 10 minutes. No worries, lad. Thank you for joining us, and we're looking forward for you to join us back in a few. I'm counting, Res, says Natural Red. Natural Red keeping it lively in the chat, my guy. Guys, if you're joining us right now, we currently have 10 viewers in here. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you're subscribing. We're trying to get to the 2,200 subscribers and hit the 30 likes on the video. That is our goal, so help me get to that goal. And yeah, what are your predictions, guys? It's currently 2-0 to Sheffield United. We are in the 61st minute, and I'm curious as to who you guys think will win the game, what your final score predictions are, because it's very close. What's the ball possession? You want to know the possession statistics. It's been like 75% Chelsea. It's been all Chelsea. However, Sheffield have more shots and more shots on target. So the updated statistics are 74% Chelsea. They have 5 shots. Sheffield have 5 shots, so they're now tied on shots. But Sheffield has 3 on target to Chelsea's 2. So Chelsea's possession has not turned into chances, and that's a problem for them. Because, again, possession-oriented football is really good unless you don't create chances on goal, and that's what Chelsea are having trouble doing. So that's kind of a problem for them. Alrighty, lads, looking at it here right now, Sander Berg has just been subbed off. Good little performance from Sander Berg right now. Has looked all right himself. Could be better, though, however. And it looks like McBurney, Natural Red, your favorite player with your favorite name, Ollie McBurney is coming off the pitch. Has looked all right, but again, could be a good sub by Sheffield, trying to keep their players fresh. I think very smart. And McBurney has done all right, got a goal, but I think substitutions were warranted because you want to keep your team fresh, especially considering that Chelsea have already gone out there and made a bunch of substitutions. Chelsea went in the middle of the field. Sheffield looking to win it back, and they head it back to Dean Henderson in goal. Guys, what are our thoughts on Dean Henderson? How good do you think he will be? Natural Red says I'm crying, obviously because his Mendham McBurney got subbed off. You get me. Chelsea playing it. Dean Henderson playing it forward. Chelsea looking to contest. Rudiger goes up for it. Ball's been gone out. Reece James clears his line. Reece James goes out, but Sheffield pick it back up here, guys. Can Sheffield get a third goal? Sheffield get a third goal. This game is done. This game is done if Sheffield get a third goal. Pops back out. Now looking to create something here. Shot, but it's one. Chelsea not clearing it well, though. They need to get a long clearance. Rudiger lost it long now, and they're clearing their lines. But it's gone up. Abraham looking to control. Pulisic looking to control. Abraham does. Goes to Zuma. Now Alonso's pushing it forward at some pace. Alonso carrying the ball, but now cuts it back to Rudiger. Rudiger switches it, and Chelsea are moving the ball now. Alrighty. Chelsea being patient here, trying to make something happen. But I think soon enough they will need to try and be more attacking minded. If Chelsea continue to play the way they are, they will not get a goal. Abraham lays it off for Barkley. Barkley cuts inside to Pulisic. Pulisic now in a dangerous area. Pulisic left-footed shot deflected by the Sheffield defense, out for a Chelsea throw. Wow. Very good defending there by Sheffield. John Egan has looked absolutely fantastic, guys. We've got to give Egan credit where it's due. He's done one hell of a job for this Sheffield back line. Very impressive performance by him. Cutting inside now is Alonso. Alonso plays it out wide to Willian over to Zuma. Zuma switching the point of attack out wide now. And Rudiger's on the ball. Rudiger, a little patient there. Good. Plays Azpilicueta, who finds Reece James. Azpilicueta clears his line. Plays it forward. It looks like Chelsea are playing more in a 3-back now. It looks like they're kind of playing more of a 3-5-2 with Azpilicueta, Rudiger, and Zuma playing as center backs. Reece James and Alonso playing as wide players, and then keeping the rest pretty much the same going forward. Pulisic is getting subbed off for Giroud. That's not the move I would have made if I was Frank Lampard. I would have subbed off Abraham for Giroud. I think that was a bit of a silly mistake, but if they're going into that 3-5-2, they're going to have to put on another striker. So he's tactically made that decision to do that. Questions, though. Lots of questions there. Guys, do you think that was a good tactical decision from Frank Lampard to switch to the 3-5-2? Ball in behind. Shot by Giroud. Goes out wide. Good little chance there by Giroud. Tries to hit it first time. Maybe not the smartest, but Chelsea already looking a little more lively with Giroud coming on. Has a volley. Struck it well, considering what they did. 2 strikers up top. Webster says, can I have your WhatsApp? I do not have WhatsApp, bro. But follow me on Instagram at the Fergie Time Podcast. That's where you guys get the updates about what games we're doing live streams for, what new videos I'm uploading. And you can DM me to chat about football on there. So make sure to do that. Webster, also subscribe, bro, so you keep up with the notifications and the new content that we have coming, and smash the like button. Raymond says, Sheffield backlines are looking solid. They're waiting for a counterattack. Yes. Egan, guys, I'm telling you, John Egan is the real deal. Many people don't even know who he is. Many people don't even know who John Egan is, but he's been absolutely fantastic. I'm a big fan of John Egan. I think he's a hell of a center back and someone who is severely underrated. And he does such a great job for Sheffield United. All right, guys, this is the second water break. So the game is closing on the end. We are currently in the 66th minute. Sheffield United are up 2-0 versus Chelsea. Guys, what are our final score predictions? Chelsea, again, are struggling to create chances. This has been a poor performance from them. Going forward, they've looked so good since the restart, but this has not been their match going forward. I mean, it's been a bit shocking, I don't know what to say for Chelsea. I think the 3-5-2 is a good idea, but will it be effective? We've just got to wait and see, because Chelsea need a goal. If Chelsea want any chance at winning this game, they're going to have to score by the 75th minute. Lampard talking to Barkley right now. I think he wants Barkley to be more creative going forward. Yusuf Ahmed, what did you expect this? I expected a 2-2 draw. I did not expect for Sheffield to be running away with it. Ahmed, what was your prediction? Ahmed, if you just joined us, make sure to smash that like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on the live stream. If you could do that for me, that would be absolutely massive. Natural Red said, my 4-4 ain't looking good. No, it does not look like it will be a 4-4 performance, Natural Red. Unlucky there, mate. Okay, any Chelsea fan WhatsApp group, please. Again, I do not have WhatsApp, but you can hit me up about Chelsea on Instagram at the Fergie Time Podcast. Give me a little DM. I thought it would be 2-1 game. To which team, Yusuf, did you think it would be a 2-1 match? All right, guys. The water break has just ended, and they're looking to get back underway here. Play it in behind. Chelsea are going to deal with it, and it's going to go out for a Chelsea goal kick. If you're just joining us, guys, make sure to smash that like button. We are aiming for 30 likes on the stream. So if you guys could smash the like button, I would genuinely appreciate that so much. Also, subscribe as well. We are aiming for 2,200 subscribers, and we'll be doing more and more live streams. All right. Here comes Chelsea now. Giroud's in behind. Giroud goes up for it, but it's won back by Dean Henderson. Very good job there by Henderson. But Giroud's looked lively since coming on, has looked very, very good. I've been impressed thus far. He's adding a little more flair, a little more presence there that Abraham hasn't. And there's no Pulisic on right now for Chelsea. Chelsea thought they would win, but snatching it at the end. By snatching it at the end is what I think he meant. Yeah, but they're not gonna. It's looking tough for them right now. I don't know if they could do it. We've got to wait and see. But so far, I think Chelsea's performance has been has been very lackluster. I predict Chelsea losing the game. So far, so good. Yes, Raymond was the one who did predict the loss, So we got to give Raymond credit where it is due. He's done a very good job of that. All right, corner kick for Sheffield United now. Going to look to find Big John Egan, who's headed 2 in recent weeks. Ball in, cleared away by Zuma. Second ball, won by Giroud. Chelsea looking to clear their lines. Comes working back is Abraham. Abraham trying not to foul in the box. Here we go, Chelsea. Ball in by Sheffield. Sheffield ball in. Nick forward. Kepa comes out and saves it. Good little save by Kepa there. Done what's expected of him. Fair play. Chelsea looking to counter now. The game's going to open up now, lads. It's going to get more lively as we come into the last 20 minutes of the match. Alonso plays Willian. Willian looking to carry. Willian. McGoldrick. He makes McGoldrick fall. Willian cuts inside. Loses it, though. Alonso needs to win it back. But Sheffield are going to just lump it forward and get moving. McGoldrick on the ball. McGoldrick cuts inside. Does Jorginho up. Wow. What a little move there from McGoldrick. And now Chelsea are looking to break. Rudiger plays back to Kepa, guys. This one is getting exciting now, lads. Azpilicueta on the ball. Plays it out wide to Reece James. Reece James back inside to McGoldrick. Absolutely done. He absolutely done Jorginho there. Wow. Hey, bro. I'm from Indonesia. Thank you, mate, for joining. Please smash that like button. We're aiming for 30 likes and subscribe because we will be doing more live content. If you could hit that like button, though, I would genuinely appreciate it. We're currently watching Sheffield United versus Chelsea. Sheffield United are up 2-0, and we are 70 minutes into the match. So it's been a very exciting and lively game thus far. Frank Lampard looks absolutely pissed right now. You get me. Frank Lampard's livid. Not very happy with the performance thus far. But Chelsea are starting to get into the match a little more. Except, is it too little too late? It's kind of looking like it for Chelsea. But I think they still, if they can get a goal soon, maybe they can get a second and pull off a draw. I do not believe they'll be able to win this game, though, now. Azpilicueta taking it forward. Azpilicueta cross in to Giroud. No one's there on the back post, though. They need to get more numbers in behind there. Chelsea do. Sheffield looking to break now. Chelsea win it back, though. Jorginho plays it to Willian. Willian trying to go 1v1 here. Plays with off Alonso. Plays inside to Barkley. Barkley's going to look to have a shot. Nope, passes it. Shot by Azpilicueta. Shot! Goes just wide! Oh, I think it took a deflection for a Chelsea corner. Good little strike by Azpilicueta here. Chelsea are more lively already. Winning against City is easier than traveling to Sheffield. Wow. Nacho Red taking shots per usual at Manchester City. Sheffield, it is very hard to travel to Sheffield. Fair enough, though. I don't want to like be taking a shot at Sheffield either. But I think both teams are very hard to play against. Ball in from Chelsea. Headed back post. Oh, Zuma's missed the header. Rudiger's missed the header, and Abraham missed it on the back post. Couldn't quite get on the end of it. Oh, Rudiger's missed the header. Should have done better. And then on the back post, Abraham comes in with a flying kick, and it just goes wide. Unlucky for Chelsea there. Looking more lively, though. Could Chelsea get something done here? Giroud, guy, since coming on, has looked really good for Chelsea. Has changed the game for them. Guys, if you're enjoying the live stream, smash the like button. We're at 17 concurrent viewers. Let's try and get to 30 likes on this one and subscribe as well. We're aiming for 2,200 subscribers and have more live content and videos coming shortly. All right. Winning against... Okay. No. Chelsea beat City. That's why. Got you, Nacho Red. That's why. Okay. Got you. Makes a lot of sense there. All right. Here comes Chelsea now again. Moving the ball. Being patient. But they don't have much time to be patient with. They've got to start getting more attacking minded. Just hit 20 likes, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Let's push for 30. All right. Played out wide. And it's gone out for Chelsea throw in. Alonso on the ball. Plays it inside to Jorginho. Alonso plays it back now to Zuma. Zuma finds Barkley, who's checking deep for the ball. They can't be complacent here, Chelsea. Chelsea have got to get something going. Chelsea plays it back to Jorginho. Jorginho plays it over to Rudiger. They've got to keep it moving here. Got to create. There's no runs. Who's making the runs for Chelsea? Who's trying to stretch the field? Who's checking in? They're just all stagnant right now. Rudiger, they don't have many options. Sprays it out wide to Giroud. Giroud heads it across, but there's no one underneath him there to win that second ball. Abraham and Giroud are being way too stretched. They need to play closer together. They need to play off each other so they can create chances for one another. Alonso pushing it forward. Alonso goes down. Sheffield win it back, though. Alonso's looking for a foul, but it's not been given. Here come. Oh, has it? It's been pulled back. Yes, it's been given now for Alonso. Willian's on a free kick. Giroud could be dangerous from this area. Chelsea have a lot of height in this box. Expect maybe Chelsea to get something here. Willian's on the free kick. It's on the left-hand side of the pitch. Callum Hudson-Odoi is subbing on for Reece James. Chelsea trying to get more and more attacking-minded. I'm curious to see what we'll see from Hudson-Odoi because he's a really good young player, but we haven't gotten to see what he really can be at Chelsea Football Club. So this is going to be very interesting here. Hudson-Odoi's come on as a wing back right now. All right, Willian's on the free kick. Guys, smash the like button. We're looking for 30 likes. Giroud is so handsome, it's ridiculous. Yes, Giroud won sexiest footballer, I believe. Ball in, headed. Oh, yes, it's gone out for a goal kick, headed by Abraham over the back of the bar. Res Speeders, my guy, thank you for joining back. I really appreciate it, bro. 21 likes, guys. We are closing in on those 30 likes. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe as well. We are aiming for 30 likes on this live stream. So let's do it, y'all. I think we can. And we're aiming for 1,200 subscribers. So keep subbing, keep liking, keep commenting. Guys, let me know your thoughts on the match thus far. It's been quite a match for sure. Yeah, it's been a lively match. No doubt. All right, here come Chelsea now. Sheffield are looking to create some sort of opportunity. If Sheffield can get one more goal, this game's done. Alonso does well there against Lundstrom, and it goes out for a Chelsea goal kick. It's been a very, very close game. And yeah, it's been a fun one. Respeeder says natural red, lol. We are missing Hazard kind of, and there's also a bit some of Costa finishes. Yeah, they don't have that player up top right now who's been really holding it down for them. They need more help up top. Chelsea do. It's been a very, very difficult match for them thus far. Because up top, they're just not creating enough chances, which is rare. Normally, I mean, it's the defense too. Ball in, cleared by Rudiger, shot, goal! Sheffield have scored a third. Sheffield has scored a goal, it's third. McGoldrick, natural red, your guy, has scored the third goal for Sheffield United. Sheffield United are up 3-0 versus Chelsea. I'm absolutely lost for words. Let me change the score. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. I am absolutely dumbfounded right now. Sheffield United have scored a third goal versus Chelsea in a game that's absolutely shocked everyone. McGoldrick with the goal. What a game this has been. On the counterattack, the Chelsea defense caught out. They get ball drawn. Rudiger gets ball drawn there. Poor clearance. Very poor clearance. Has to do way better there. And it falls to the feet of McGoldrick because it's been crossed. He's looking to follow up. Wins the second ball. Kepa can't do much there. Gets a hand to it. And it goes back into the back of the net. Raymond says, what's wrong with Chelsea today? Who knows? It's been a really, really bad performance for them. What is going on, lads? Loftus-Cheek is looking like he's coming on now. Ugh. Questions have to be asked of this performance. Frank Lampard's going to be livid. You Chelsea fans that are out there are going to be absolutely livid. Jeez. Oh, you know what? That jersey's getting memed again today. The jersey's getting memed again for Chelsea. They're going to do the 3-0 thing because they got the 3 logo on top. That happened against West Ham, and it's happening again today. The curse of the sponsor 3 on their jersey is a thing, I guess, now, apparently. Chelsea is inconsistent, says Res Speeders. I agree, mate. What? Wow. I'm lost for words. It looked like Chelsea were coming into their own there, started to push players forward, and they just don't have the center backs. This is why I said from the beginning, guys, Havertz is not the answer. They definitely need another player. All right, what are people saying? Poor back strategy there. Okay, I swear, 3 sponsored jersey. We lost the control of the top 4. Finish, says Owen. Owen, yes, you guys, this is a really important match to at least get a point from, and you haven't. I think you'll still finish in the top 4. Ball in, Giroud header falls to the hands of Henderson. Henderson deals with it. Yeah, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you, Owen, that the top 4 now is a little more open, and I think it gives United an opportunity now to move into the 3rd position. But I think you guys will still finish in the top 4. Oh, and if you're joining, make sure to smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream, so if you could do that for me, I'd appreciate it. Norel says, Huda says, why? Raymond says, the 3-shirt meme incoming. Yes, the 3-shirt meme is incoming. Another 3-0 loss. The issue with Chelsea, man, is look how many goals they've been conceding. They conceded 3 to West Ham, 2 to Palace, now 3 to Sheffield. That's shocking. lays it off Abraham, but can't get anything from it. And today they haven't even created. What are people saying? Natural Red said, "Oh boy, the kit." Yes, happy now, says Jeremiah. Jeremiah, smash the like button. We are aiming for 30 likes on the stream. If you could do that, that would be massive. Subscribe for more live content. If you're just joining us, we are watching Sheffield United versus Chelsea. Currently, Sheffield United are up 3-0, and we are in the 80th minute of the match. This has been an absolutely crazy match. Everyone thought going into this match it would be a dominant Chelsea win. I predicted a 2-2 draw because I thought it would be a very close game between the two sides, and genuinely, mate, like, Sheffield have just been the better team today. There's no two ways about it. It's not been about Chelsea not being able to finish their chances. It's all been about Sheffield doing well in the attack, and then Chelsea being poor in the back line. All right. Jeremiah says, I'm a United fan, so this is good news for us. Jeremiah, and I am also a United fan. So yeah, for United, this makes it a lot easier for them to try and get that third position. But for Chelsea, guys, I do not think this means they're going to get knocked out of the top four. I just think this is a bad performance, and they will bounce back from it. Red Speeders, Chelsea won against Crystal Palace with 3 goals, 2, I think, lol. I think it's either them scoring 3 goals or conceding 3 goals. Yes, the 3 sponsored jersey curse is becoming a thing, guys, now. Guys, if you're joining, I know there's some new faces in here. Jeremiah, Huda, and others. Owen. Guys, make sure to smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream, so please do that. Plays inside Willian. Now back to Willian. Willian looking to go 1v1 here. Cuts inside. Plays it all the way across the pitch to, I believe, that is forward now. Played in behind. Chelsea pushing number forward, trying to get something out of this, but it's cleared by the Sheffield defense. Jorginho wins it back. No, McGoldrick's taken off Jorginho. Sheffield looking for a 4th goal here. They've been caught out. Can they score? Sheffield. Oh, it just goes wide. It just goes wide. Musset almost had the 4th for Sheffield United. Wow. Really poor defending. Rudiger and Zuma got split there. What is going on, lads? Holy. Oh, it should be for Natural Red. My guy. Wow. That's a madness right now. That's absolutely madness. Guys, I've been saying this all along. Chelsea need new center backs. Like, this cannot go on if they want to. Chelsea fans are talking about winning the league next year. They need Upamecano, and they need Tagliafico as a left back, or Alaba, because this cannot go on for them. Wow. Sheffield has opened them up and Sheffield should have a 4th. It's a free kick for Chelsea now on the right-hand side of the pitch. Willian takes it. Willian goes back post to, I think it's gone out for a Chelsea corner kick, deflected off a Sheffield player. Jeremiah says Chelsea should concentrate more on buying a center back. Yes. Jeremiah, who do you think they should sign? I think they should sign Upamecano, but let me know. Maybe Koulibaly as well. Willian now on the ball. Willian plays it back to Jorginho. Jorginho lost it back post. Dean Henderson looks to claim, and Dean Henderson comes and claims it. Huda says Chelsea have a trouble. Yes, Chelsea were in trouble. They almost conceded a 4th goal there. Rev Speeder says Chelsea's defending's horrible, 100%, mate. It's been dreadful, especially today. Today's been the worst of it, in my opinion. Guys, if you're joining the live stream, make sure to smash the like button. We are aiming for 30 likes on the stream. If you all could do that for me, I would genuinely appreciate it so much. And subscribe as well, because we are doing another live stream tomorrow for the North London Derby and have more predictions and more videos coming out shortly. So I'm working hard on the content. Make sure y'all do that. Follow me on Instagram at the Fergie Time Podcast for more updates about what kind of content will be coming out on this YouTube channel. Chelsea now work it wide, played inside. Abraham, Willian pressing hard. Dean Henderson comes and claims, however. Well done by Chelsea there. But again, Sheffield are just looking too solid defensively for this Chelsea side. We got to give credit where it's due. Sheffield United have done an absolute job. They've done an absolute job on Chelsea, so credit where it's due. Guys, what are our thoughts on this match thus far? We're going to have to do player ratings after this one, and this is going to be interesting because, wow, I'm going to have to be a little harsh on Chelsea. But for Sheffield, McGoldrick, man. Guys, I think my man of the match for Sheffield will be McGoldrick. 2 goals for him. Guys, let me know your man of the match down below in the live chat section. I think Chelsea should buy Koulibaly and bring back Nathan Ake. Jeremiah, those are very good, very smart signings right there. I genuinely think those are very good ones. However, I prefer Upamecano over Koulibaly. Younger and has has a lot of time ahead of him, and I think is a very good player. I think Koulibaly is a little older and more expensive. Probably not as good of a move for this Chelsea team that is very young. Iro Official says, hello. Hello, mate Iro. Thanks for joining us. We are currently watching Sheffield United versus Chelsea. Sheffield United are up 3-0. We are currently in the 84th minute. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe. We are trying to aim for 30 likes. And yes, subscribe because we have more live content coming. So this has been a very interesting match, y'all. Man, I'm kind of lost for words right now. I don't know what to say. I did not expect this at all. I predicted a 2-2 draw. I did not expect for Sheffield to run away with the match like this, guys. Takeaways, though, so far. Sheffield's right back in the form they were before the lockdown, and Chelsea are a team. Headed by Abraham. Oh, gone to the hands of Henderson. And Chelsea are a team, guys, that defensively are struggling. That's all there is to say. Res Speeder says this might be 4-1. It could very well be, man. It's going to be hard. It's not looking great for them, you know. It's not looking great whatsoever. But I think it'll probably end this 3-0 result, guys. I'm surprised. I would be surprised to see who actually predicted a 3-0 Sheffield win out there. I'm going to have to check my comments from my last predictions video to see if any of them got it. Res Speeders said, do you play FPL? I do not, mate. I've never been that into fantasy football, but I may try playing it next season because it seems like a lot of fun and a lot of people are telling me I should start playing it. So I'm going to look into it. All right. Cleared by Sheffield. Picked up by Ruben Loftus-Cheek, guys. What are our thoughts on you Chelsea fans? What are your thoughts on Loftus-Cheek? A player with a lot of potential but hasn't really lived up to it at the club as of yet. Ball in by Azpilicueta. Alonso wins it back, however. Alonso looking to create something going forward. Willian going to cut inside here. Plays it inside to Jorginho. Jorginho plays it across to Azpilicueta. Loses it. No, wins it back. Jorginho on the ball. Plays Abraham's feet. Abraham looking to have a goal. Shot blocked. I believe that was by... I'm not sure exactly who that was by. I think that was Norwood. Very good defending, though, however, by... Very great defending by Sheffield there, man. Have looked so hard to break down. I see Chelsea have many opportunities, cannot be optimized well right. Yeah, I 100% agree with you. That was a great bit of defending there, though, by Jagielka. Jagielka's been subbed on. He did a really, really good job there, staying upright and then sliding to block Abraham's shot. I think another reason is midfield. Conte needs a better partner to play with him. I agree. I think the midfield hasn't been the best. Like Jorginho has not been good for them. But I think the main issues are the back line, and this is what we've seen, right? Chelsea's back line has looked all right. Like it's not looked good since the quarantine, but it hasn't looked this bad. But then once Conte's injured, then they really get exposed because he disrupts so much for them and it is so helpful. If Conte's playing this game, it is not a 3-0 Sheffield win. I'll tell you that much right now. I think if Conte is playing, it's probably that 2-2 draw I predicted. But without him there's no one to protect that back line that's already so weak. All right, Jagielka looks 50. Yeah, he does look very old. Jagielka, he's up there definitely. Res Peters, also, do you think De Gea still got it, or do you think Dean Henderson should be replacing him? I think we should still make it De Gea our first keeper. I believe he still got it. Res Peters, mate, I think De Gea should give him a little more time. I think give Henderson 1 or 2 more years on loan, and then based on where De Gea's form is at that point, then you make the replacement or not. I think just give it a little more time. I think people are too eager to change off of one match. So, yeah, I wouldn't quite do it yet. Guys, if you are just joining us, we are watching Sheffield United versus Chelsea. We are currently in the 33rd, we are currently in the 88th minute of the match. Sheffield are up 3-0. If you're enjoying the live stream, make sure to smash the like button. We are trying to shoot for 30 likes. Help me hit that goal, y'all. We are 10 away from it. I believe we can hit it. And also subscribe as well because we will be doing more live content, y'all. So get tuned in for that as well. Chelsea throws it back to Zuma, now to Rudiger. Chelsea players look like they know this match is over. Don't look very lively right now, you know. Like, they're not very happy with how this has gone quite clearly. They cut it back, looking to move the ball, being patient. And I think Chelsea are going to be very disappointed with this match. I'm curious as to what Frank Lampard will have to say. Guys, once the match is over, make sure to stick around. I will be doing player ratings for every player in this match, so it should be a very interesting little rundown to go through because I think there's a lot of interesting stuff going on the moment with Chelsea, and I think the player ratings were going to be very harsh considering this performance. Here comes off. Guys, let me know your man of the match in the live chat. Please let me know. I'm very curious as to who you think for Sheffield should be the man of the match. For me, it's quite clear. I believe it is Mick Goldrick, who has 2 goals for Sheffield. If you guys want to know more about the goal scorers and whatnot, let me pull that up on my phone for the statistics. Let's take a look at them. So, 3-0 to Sheffield. McGoldrick scored in the 18th and the 77th, and McBurney scored in the 33rd. Chelsea had 13 shots, only 4 on target, however. 74% possession. To Sheffield, 7 shots, but 4 on target. So they've created the same amount of shots on target, even though Chelsea have 74% of the ball, and that becomes a problem. Here comes Sheffield, looking to create one more goal. It looks like they may get a 4th. Sheffield shot. Oh! Lifted over the bar. Unlucky mate. It looked like Sheffield probably should have gotten a 4th at this point between the multiple ones. I think Pogba right now is the best long passer in United, Right now, the best passes playing at the defensive position is crazy. Yeah, I agree. Pogba can really spray the ball at United. Bruno's more tricks and flicks in the final third. Pogba is great at spraying the ball, way better than Matic. I agree with you, 100% red speeders. Alonso, shot, and it goes out for a Chelsea throw. And guys, there are 3 minutes of added time. We have already eaten up 1 minute, so Chelsea have 2 more minutes to even try and get a goal right here. Maybe they'll get a goal because they're going to push numbers forward. Rudiger, Zuma, Olivier Giroud, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Alonso, lots of tall players in the box. Ball delivered in, headed away by Sheffield. They're going to look to counter. Can Sheffield maybe get one last goal? Guys, make sure to smash the like button. We're currently at 20 likes. Let's see if we can get to 25 or 30. I'm shooting for that 30 mark still. And stick around after the match because I will be running through the player ratings for each player. Can't wait for the United watch long. Top 3, here we come. My guy, Raymond, I appreciate it, bro. Yes, we're going to try and do a United live stream on Monday. I'm not certain I will be able to do it, but definitely on Thursday for the Palace game, so stay tuned in for that. Raymond, follow me on Instagram at the Fergie Time Podcast for updates on like videos I'm putting out and for the live streams, and also to chat. You can DM me as well. Man of the match is McGoldrick's beard. 100% natural red. McGoldrick's beard should deserve the man of the match. He cannot shave it after this performance. All right, Willian has a free kick outside the area. Played in, but Sheffield do well again to defend. But it's headed away. Now cleared by Sheffield. Willian's going to look to put this one back into the box now. Willian driving forward with the ball. Cuts inside. Little shot, but one back by Sheffield. Sheffield are going to look to clear their lines. And this will probably be the match. We are just 40 seconds away from the end of the match, guys. What are we saying? That was a hell of a game. I'm so surprised. 30 seconds left. Chelsea just looking to get something right at this point. Something positive to grasp from this match. And this has been a crazy, crazy little match going on right here. Big win for Sheffield, guys. Sheffield now are moving closer and closer towards potentially qualifying for Europe. Like Sheffield have a very, very good opportunity to qualify for Europe now. So that's big for Sheffield. Need to go to bed. Night, everyone. Like the stream. Thank you, Natural Red Man. I appreciate all the support, bro. Thank you again for tuning in, bro. I really do appreciate that. And have a very good night as well. All right, guys. That is the end of the match. Sheffield United have beaten Chelsea 3-0. What a performance it was from Sheffield United. And we are not going anywhere. So stay on here because we are going to do run through the player ratings in terms of what this match was all about. It was about Chelsea's poor defense and Sheffield being very smart. Chelsea moving to stay in third, but are now only 1 point above Leicester and 2 points above United. So a United win could jump Manchester United above Chelsea in the table. Sheffield moving to 6th above Wolves, but Wolves have not played this week. But they're looking. If City are a band, Sheffield United right now are currently in a spot to qualify for the Europa League, which is huge for Sheffield. What do you think about the next match, Norwich versus Chelsea? Jeremiah, that will be a Chelsea win, no doubt. Norwich are a team that have just kind of rolled over and are done for the season, in my opinion. They know they're going down, and the players don't look to have that desire. Red Speeder, so Sheffield is like Wolves last season, just promoted and gets Europa League. Yeah, it's looking like they will. Big up to Sheffield. What a performance this was. Abraham looks absolutely... He just does not look happy at all. He's very frustrated. He was just speaking with McBurney there. Does not look very happy at all. Huda says, I'm sad Chelsea are yet to play Liverpool. If we beat Leicester, we are definitely in the top 3. Yeah, Raymond, I agree. United have a very good opportunity to be in that top 3. And what do you think? Who do you think will win the Champions League? I believe it's between City and Bayern, but I am leaning to Bayern Munich. Guys, if you're joining the live stream, make sure to smash that like button, y'all. We are still aiming for those 30 likes, so if you guys could do that, I would really appreciate that. GSGA Football, are you streaming the City game? Unfortunately, mate, I do not believe I will. I'm tired from this live stream. Need to get a bit of food as well. So I will likely not be streaming the game, but stay tuned. There is a potential for it. Let's run through the player ratings really quick, guys. I want to hear your player ratings in the live chat, so comment them down below, and let's go through this. So, for Kepa, I thought Kepa had a solid performance. Didn't expect more or less from him. I thought he did a decent job. Andy says, man, you can now get into the top 4 if they win on Monday. Yes, Andy, it's looking like if we get a win, maybe we could jump into 3rd. Andy, make sure to smash the like button as well, mate. We're looking for 30 likes, my guy. Kepa, I am going to give a 6. Didn't make a huge save, but solid performance. Did what he could. I don't think any of the goals were his fault. Christensen, guys, poor performance from Christensen. He's getting a 4. Didn't do well, and Lampard took him out at halftime, which for a center back is never a good sign. Reece James was here and there, had some good deliveries. I didn't think he was awful. I'm going to give him a 6. Solid performance from Reece James, kind of what you expect. Zuma's getting a 4 as well. Really bad performance from Zuma. Not good in any regard. Guys, leave your player ratings down below. Azpilicueta, he was one of the better players for Chelsea. He's getting a 6. Mount got taken off at halftime. I thought Mount was all right, dropping too low, though. He's getting a 4.5, or he'll get a 5, Mason Mount. Jorginho, just average, very average, gets a 5. Was basically not involved, like getting on the ball, but he wasn't doing very much. Ross Barkley will also get a 5. Very boring performance from him. Didn't really create much, didn't do much going forward. I'll give Ross Barkley a 4.5 because he was giving the ball away like crazy. Pulisic will get a 6. I thought he was lively. Lampard took him up for tactical reasons. Abraham gets a 4. Poor performance from Abraham. Had to be better. And Willian gets a 5. So going through it one more time through Chelsea's, Kepa gets a 6. James gets a 6. Christensen 4. Zuma 4. Azpilicueta 6. Mount 5. Jorginho 5. Barkley 4.5. Willian 5. Abraham 4. And Pulisic 6. I think that's pretty indicative of the performance that they had. And now moving over to Sheffield United. Dean Henderson took care of business, did a solid job, gets a 7. The Sheffield backline, they're all getting high ratings. They were fantastic. Mahmood, mate, take it easy, bruv. I appreciate your support. Thank you for joining us, and have a good one. Basham gets a 7. Egan gets an 8. And O'Connell gets a 7 as well. Very well done from that Sheffield back 3. I'm very impressed by their performance. Guys, if you're just joining us, smash the like button. We are looking for 30 likes on this live stream. We're currently doing player ratings. I'm going through the Sheffield side. We just finished up Chelsea. Sander Berg, solid performance by him. Did a decent job in the midfield. Gets a 6. Norwood will get a 5.5. Did a good job, but I didn't see him popping up a bunch. Osborne gets a 6. Stevens was lively outside. 6.5 for him. McGoldrick gets a 9. Couldn't have had much a better performance. Had 2 goals. Very impressed by him. And then finally, McBurney gets an 8 as well. Very impressive by Sheffield, especially their front and their back line. Their front line on the counterattack looked lively and very impressive, and their back line held it down. My man of the match is Mick Goldrick, who got 2 goals for Sheffield United and was stretching the line and being lively for them. Archie just came after seeing the game. Archie, smash the like button, bro. I know you're a Chelsea fan, but I would really appreciate the support. We're trying to get to 30 likes. Archie, I want to know your thoughts on the match. For me, it was all about Chelsea's backline again. Archie, I'm sure you watched George Benson. He's been talking about Kai Havertz a lot. For me, Archie, it's got to be You don't want to spend that money on Havertz. You want to go get yourself some center backs. For me, and a left back as well. I would be looking at Upamecano and Tagliafico. Those are the players I would be eyeing if I was a Chelsea supporter, because I think that's the best way to spend your money. 50 million on Upamecano, another big chunk of money on Tagliafico, and I think that would be smart. Alaba as well, right in there. Those are the three players. If I'm Chelsea, those are the players I'm looking at and going after. Archie, what are your thoughts on that? Who do you think Chelsea should sign? I think also today, we saw how important N'Golo Kanté is. Like, this Chelsea backline is weak, but I think sometimes at times N'Golo Kanté masks that. He makes us forget how good or how poor Chelsea's backline is because he protects them and is just a destroyer. And without him, we see that, yes, this backline is really as bad as people say it is. If you guys are enjoying the content, smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes. Also subscribe. We're trying to get to 2,200 subscribers, and we'll be doing a live stream for the North London derby tomorrow. Chelsea defending is absolutely horrendous as Raymond. Raymond, you're spitting facts, mate. I couldn't agree with you more. Archie, I hated Chelsea's play today. They played a lot of lateral and back passes. Yeah, there was no creativity going forwards. It was really, really poor. No one has ever thought that Man United would get third in the middle of the season, especially after that Burnley loss. Yeah, I remember people were talking about Solskjaer getting sacked to this now. Very crazy. Res Speeders, I 100% agree with that. It was as if I was seeing a Division 3 club playing. Yeah, Archie, there was no creativity going forward, mate. I feel for Chelsea fans because I think you guys have a lot of promise, but I think sometimes there's just the injuries right now are tough because there's no Billy Gilmore. Thoughts to Billy Gilmore. That knee injury is absolutely brutal. I feel for him. And then Conte's out likely for the rest of the season. I think Chelsea obviously will remain in that top four. They just need to bounce back from this one. But I do believe with Conte out, N'Golo Kanté out, and then also Gilmore out, I believe Chelsea will slip probably into fourth, allowing United to take that third spot. Archie, where do you think, guys, let me know in the live chat where you think Chelsea will finish next season. I'm very curious. And also where you think they will finish this season currently. And guys, if you're new and not subscribed already and you're still in this live chat, make sure you subscribe and smash a like on the video as well. We're aiming for 30 likes and also 2,175 subscribers, just 3 away from that goal. Let's see what people are saying. Chelsea should get Koulibaly, Tagliafico, and Upamecano. I don't know if they can get both Koulibaly and Upamecano, but with the young players, I think adding another young player in Upamecano would be great. I think Tagliafico would be great. I think Koulibaly, he's a very good player, but he's a lot of money and he's quite old, so he's around 30, whereas Upamecano is very young. I would go for Upamecano. I think Sancho, Rashford, and Greenwood can rotate since Greenwood are both good on both feet. I agree, Red Speeders. Greenwood has been absolutely fantastic, and I think that would be a great front line for United. I think Chelsea will finish 5th, said Archie. Archie, mate, I wouldn't get that pessimistic. I think there's no other teams below you in kind of like resounding form right now. Like, if we're talking about Wolves have been so-so. Arsenal are looking better, but they've got a long way to get back up to you guys. I think you guys will still finish in 4th position. If Man City are banned from Champions League, I think the top 5 will there will be top 5, so there's still hope. Man, I can't read right now. Yes, I think, but the thing is, guys, I wouldn't expect City to get banned, to be honest, because I believe City had the kind of City are a club that have like a bunch of money and they have more resources than UEFA do themselves. So I would expect City to actually get themselves out of this Champions League ban, which is kind of shitty because the rules are there for a reason, and them appealing it just kind of undermines the rules. So I'd really be frustrated if they do that. But hopefully, yeah, it's the top 5. Next season, 4th, I think, says Archie for Chelsea. I would agree. Right now, I think Chelsea next season are on the route for 4th. But Archie, that is with the current team. It all depends on who they bring in. I think if they bring in an Upamecano and Tagliafico, they could be right in it for the title. So it's all about the summer for Chelsea. I think Man United 3rd, Chelsea 4th, Leicester 5th. Yes, Rez. I'll run through I'm going to run through my top half of the table. Number 1, obviously Liverpool. They've already secured the league. 2nd will be Manchester City. 3rd, Man United. 4th, Chelsea. 5th will be Wolves.
6 will be, excuse me, no, sorry. Let me start over. First, Liverpool. Second, City. Third, United. Fourth, Chelsea. Fifth will be Leicester. Sixth position will be Arsenal. Seventh will be Wolves. Eighth will be Sheffield. Ninth will be Spurs. And 10th will be Burnley. That's how I see the top half of the table finishing, guys. Let me know in the live chat your top half of the table. Also, smash that like button. Let's try to get to that 25. Let's try to get to 25 likes at least, guys. I don't think we'll hit our 30 like goal, but we'll take 25. And if you guys are still in here, we have 11 people still in here. I genuinely appreciate it. Smash the like button and subscribe because we have more live content coming your way. Now, back to the chat. I think United 3rd, Chelsea 4th, Leicester City 5th, says Rez Speeders. Yes, it's really shitty. Archie says, I would have gone for Sayunko and Davies. They're also fantastic targets. That's a very good shout. Sayunko's been really good in the Premier League this year. I've been so impressed by him. And Davies is a great player. He's just a lot of money. So we've got to see what happens with all that, lads. It's going to be difficult to say for sure what's going to happen with all that. It depends on Chelsea's backline next season. Yes, Archie, it all is dependent on that Chelsea backline in terms of like where they finish, because if with this current backline, it's going to be a really bad situation for them in terms of trying to compete for that title. But if they fix the backline and then you have a healthy N'Golo Kanté, I think they could compete for the title. That's my thoughts on it. With the form United is in, I don't see them losing, so Chelsea have hope for Leicester to lose. Yeah, I don't see United losing. However, I think Leicester will drop more points by the end of the season, in particular when they play United. So I think Chelsea will still finish in the top 4, Jeremiah. But again, a very good point nonetheless. Raymond, I think Havertz would have a huge impact on Chelsea next season. Raymond, I agree with you, but is it the best for the side? Is it the best fit for the side? No. I think he's a good player, but I think after this match especially, Lampard and the club are going to look at themselves in the mirror and say, yes, would this player help us, but is it our need? Is this a necessity? No, it is not. A center back and a left back are a necessity. Let's spend our money wisely and go do that. Guys, finally, one other thing. We've talked a little bit about this already. What are our thoughts on Christian Pulisic after today, about his performance, and also Lampard's tactics? Do you think tactically Lampard made a good decision today? I didn't think he should have started Abraham. I think he should have started Giroud, and I think that was apparent from the match. Giroud came on and had a way bigger impact, and I thought it was not very smart to have actually gone to that 3-5-2. I would have stuck in that 4-3-3 and then put Giroud up for Abraham. What are your thoughts on that? I also think Tammy is not an awesome striker. He's very poor off the ball, and his touches are not good. Tammy's been struggling, guys, and you can see it. He's in his own head a bit right now. Archie says, I agree with you on Havertz. Yeah, Archie, it's just like for Chelsea right now, it's a situation where for Abraham, he's just not confident. And again, I'm going to refer back to the George Benson football channel because this is where I get a lot of my Chelsea news and information. I love his channel, by the way, guys. I think Abraham is not in the best of mood. You see him very frustrated right now. I think he had a great start to the season. The injuries set him back, and he doesn't seem to have that confidence he had before. So I would say next game you've got to start Olivier Giroud because he's looked much, much better. I don't see Arsenal finishing above Sheffield this season. Says Raz, excuse me. Arsenal have really hard games while Sheffield only have Leicester, Everton, and Southampton. Raz, good point. I haven't actually looked at the schedules. I'm just going off form, and I think the way that Arsenal are playing is very, very good. Arsenal, if you guys are aware, have switched to that 3-4-3, have looked fantastic since doing so, and I think they could potentially actually really make a move for Europa League. Do I think they'll do it? No, but I think they'll inch closer and closer, and maybe if City get banned, could get that final spot. Giroud should have started and Kovacic should have started. Yeah, Archie, why hasn't Kovacic been playing? Because I made a video ranking Chelsea players and I got ripped into for putting Kovacic not high enough. And people were saying he's been their best player this season. Why is Kovacic not playing? I'm very curious as to why. I haven't necessarily heard a reason for it. Chelsea need to forget Havertz and buy a center back. Yeah, Jeremiah, we're on the same page. Jeremiah, mate, I know you're newer to the channel, so I'm not sure if you've subscribed yet, but make sure you do that, mate. It's been good chatting with you thus far, and I'm really enjoying your company in the live chat, guys. Make sure we smash that like button, y'all. We are 1 like away from 25 likes. That would be massive if we could hit that for me, and we still have 12 people in here, so genuinely enjoying the company in here, guys. Any questions related to Premier League, Champions League, Europa League, Chelsea? We can keep going on about Chelsea. I'm happy to talk about it. I think there's lots of interesting takeaways from the match. We hit 25 likes, guys. Maybe we can push for 30. If you guys could smash the like button and try and get us to 30 likes, I would really appreciate that. That would be absolutely massive. All right. Kovacic was injured, but he was on the bench today. Yes, I've seen him on the bench. He's been a big player for Chelsea this season, so missing him hurts. Currently, Chelsea, in my opinion, are missing 3 of their best midfielders. Obviously, Gilmore's young, but it's been really good for them. Conte is fantastic, and Kovacic has been really great for this season. Real Madrid will probably get Havertz instead of Chelsea, says Rez. Rez, I actually see Bayern Munich being the team to most likely get Havertz because they've been heavily linked to him. They really want him, and usually in Germany, it seems like Bayern Munich tend to get their way with transfers. And now that Chelsea are probably going to be taking second guesses on this, I want to know your guys' thoughts on that. Guys, Archie, if you're still here, mate, Declan Rice has been linked with the club. I've seen George Benson talking a lot about Declan Rice, y'all. What are our thoughts on Declan Rice coming to Chelsea as a center back potentially? People think he could be molded into a very good center back. And although I'm a big fan of Declan Rice, I'm questionable. I'm a bit not sure. I'm a bit unsure because he will cost a lot of money because he's English from the Premier League and has been playing well. And he's played as a center back as a youth player and is now playing as a center back currently, but still hasn't played there enough for me to feel very confident. Like if Declan Rice transfer, if West Ham stay up, will be roughly like people are undershooting all these transfers. It will be roughly £80 million. Let's be realistic. So do you think, would you be interested, Archie, or anyone else, any other Chelsea fans, anyone else here, do you think Declan Rice would be a good decision? Because people are saying he would be a good fit with Lampard. One of Lampard's worst tactical displays, no answer to Sheffield's pressing play at first, then Sheffield sitting back, and the Chelsea team was not finding holes in the defense. Yeah, where was the creativity? Like, Chelsea needed a Bruno Fernandes type on the pitch today, and they definitely didn't have it. No one to create in that final third area. Just a poor display. And, like, Pulisic looked all right, but he wasn't getting on the ball enough. He was good early, but the way Sheffield play, the way to stop Pulisic is to not give him space to run into, to try and collapse numbers around him, and it makes it hard for him. When Pulisic has space to run into, that's when he is the most effective. And when people are comparing Pulisic to Hazard, this is what I am always like to say is that, yes, in the open space, Pulisic is on Hazard's level in terms of driving with the ball, but in those tight areas, he is not nearly as good for that. So, what are other people saying? Declan Rice is underrated. Would love to see him at United. Raymond, yes, we've talked about it. He would be great at United, 100%. Archie, Rice is not worth the money. Lampard wants him to play as a central back. Yes, I agree. I don't think that's the best move. I think having Upamecano, who's already played there, who's already shown success in Europe as a center back, and who would be maybe even a little cheaper, would be better. Billy Booth says Blades. Yes, Billy, the Blades did get the win. Very impressive performance by them. Chelsea were poor, I do agree. I know someone said they had to go. Let me read up a bit. Rez Peter says, I got to go see you in the London Derby stream. Thank you, mate, for tuning in. I really appreciate the support, mate. And I'll see you tomorrow. Again, nice to meet you, and thanks for tuning in. Yusuf says, Frank Lampard was annoyed. You can tell by his post-match interview, 100%. Was not having it at all. He's very frustrated with the players, and I'm sure he's going to rip into them after the match. Guys, if you're just joining, Billy and others, make sure you smash the like button. Guys, we're still shooting for that 30-like goal. And any questions regarding the Premier League, Chelsea, football, Champions League, let me know in the live chat. We're just kind of reading through the chat and thoughts on the match. Smash the like button. Let's hit those 30 likes and subscribe for more live content. We are 4 likes away from our 30-like goal, y'all. Make sure you smash that for me. I'd really appreciate it. Ahmed says, do you think Chelsea underestimated Sheffield today? I genuinely do believe they did. I think Chelsea came into the match with a bit of an ego after some of their past performances. I think there was too many positive takeaways from that Palace game. Like I say, I watch George Benson a lot, and what I do with his, I watch his videos and kind of just take his information in, and he was very positive, and I think he's like a good head of the fan base, whatever. It was very positive, his video about the Crystal Palace win, when I thought it should have been a lot more negative because they conceded 2 goals to Palace. One of the worst sides, not worst sides, excuse me, one of the worst attacking sides in the Premier League. So I saw this coming, especially with the Conte injury. However, I did not think it would be this bad, and I think it's largely because they underrated Sheffield, since Sheffield have been up and down since the restart. But basically, to answer your question, yes, I believe they did. Archie says Pulisic is not consistent and he cannot operate alone. Yeah, they're going to need more help, and I think having Werner and Ziyech will help him a lot. But I think Pulisic, no doubt, let's not totally do a full 180 on him. Still a great player and still has a lot to grow. Ahmed says, I subscribed and liked. My guy, bro. I genuinely appreciate that so much. Thank you so much for that. I genuinely appreciate your company and support in the live streams. Skate says, Man United, thumbs up. Yes, although this is bad for Chelsea, this is very good for United. United, if they win and Leicester do not get a good result, could move into 3rd position after this match week. So yes, Skates, if you're just joining us, mate, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe as well. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream. So if you could do that for me, I'd really appreciate that. And subscribe, because we will be watching the North London Derby tomorrow. I was very disheartened and frustrated after the match. Archie, you have a right to be. That was not a performance any of us were expecting at all. I expected a much better performance from Chelsea, and I think we all did. However, I did say it was going to be a 2-2 draw, but I didn't expect anything like this. I thought it was going to be a close match. And Sheffield United just looked like a better side today. I think that's all there is to really say on that. Thoughts on United draw in the Europa League? Yeah, so Raymond, I've looked at it. I have it on my phone. Let me pull that up real quick. So I know they're finishing their leg with Lask, which it's already taken care of. They're up 5-0 already. But then they go on to play Copenhagen versus Istanbul, which I think will be a very kind of easy one for United as well. So it's looking like they have a really good opportunity, I think, between them and Inter. But Inter's been in bad form. I think it's mainly between them and Leverkusen. And then potentially the likes of Wolfsburg and Wolves or other teams that could do all right. But I think for the most part in the Europa League, it is between Manchester United and Leverkusen who will win it. Right now, though, United are in the best form. So I'm going to say I think there's a very good opportunity for United to win the Europa League. Also, Aspie needs to go now. Not a great player anymore. Archie, so there was people earlier saying Azpilicueta is their best defender currently. What are your thoughts on that? I think saying he needs to go now is a little... I think he could operate. I don't think he's a starter. If he's starting next season, I think there's got to be questions asked then of the back line. But I think he could be like a man off the bench for them in the back line, making appearances against the lower teams in the table, against the Villas of the world. If Villa's still in the Premier League next year, that's the role I see for Azpilicueta. But no, I do not believe he should be a starter next season for Chelsea. And also Theo Hernandez will be a good signing as a left back on budget as a left back. Yeah, Archie, a good shout again. Once again, a very good shout for a good signing. I think the great thing about Chelsea, if you're a Chelsea fan right now, is that Ibrahimovic has said, we are going to spend money this summer. And when many other clubs aren't going to be spending money, that's a very good sign for them. So I think that's very good. Guys, we are 3 likes away from our goal. Help me hit that before we end this live stream. Let's get it up to 30 likes, y'all. I would really appreciate that. And subscribe. We are only 3 subscribers away from our goal of 2,175. So if y'all could do that for me, genuinely appreciate it. This live stream's been very fun. Any more thoughts, guys? Any last final thoughts? Azpilicueta is not good. Is only there for crossing and not in defending, cutting in and overlapping. Yeah, he's been quite one-dimensional thus far. I think Reece James showed some promise today, but then you've got to ask questions of Reece James defensively. Looks very good, though, going forward. What are our thoughts on Callum Hudson-Odoi, a player who one of my friends says, back in the day, Hudson-Odoi was better than Sancho when they were playing U17. Hudson-Odoi's hell of a player. But now it's just looking like he's a talent. And where is the actual end product from him? We've got to start seeing him get integrated more into the side if he wants to have the impact that Chelsea fans think he can have. So, got to ask questions there of Hudson-Odoi. It's like, when is he going to kind of start to make that break? Archie, I want to know your thoughts on Hudson-Odoi. Anyone else still in here? I want to know your thoughts on Hudson-Odoi. How good do you think he will be for Chelsea, and do you think he'll be at Chelsea long term? Guys, smash the like button. 3 likes away from our goal. I would appreciate it if you can do that for me. Are you doing a Leicester-Bournemouth stream. I am not doing the Leicester-Bournemouth stream. I will be doing the North London Derby tomorrow, because that is the biggest game kind of out there, and I think it'll be a really fun one to watch. Raymond. So Raymond, if you are around for that game, feel free to come join us. It would be a really good time. Archie says now is the real time to sell him for Hudson-Odoi, is who he's talking about. I agree. I think they could go into next season, but then next season there's going to be so much competition. You're bringing in Werner, you're bringing in Ziyech, Pulisic. What do you think about Willian, Archie? That's an interesting one. Been really good since the restart, but he's going to be demanding high wages, and on top of that, he's going to be demanding not just high wages, but he's going to be demanding, high wages and a 3-year contract, which I think is a long time for a player his age. Archie, what are your thoughts on that? Yes, the Leicester game will be big, though, tomorrow, Raymond, so I will be keeping my eye on it, no doubt, for Manchester United's sake. Archie, what are your thoughts on Willian? What do you think they should do? I think they should. Willian should stay for 1 more year. The thing is, mate, I agree. If you can sign Willian for 1 or 2 more years, that's the ideal. But he's asking for a 3-year contract because he knows this will likely be his last one in the Premier League. And it's going to be 3 years is a long time for Willian, who's already getting up there in age and who will be demanding a lot of money. So I don't know if they should do it. And I personally wouldn't want Willian at United because I think long term, I don't think that's the smartest move. But at Chelsea, he clearly loves to be at the club, plays for the badge, is a blue at heart. Do you think if it was a 3-year deal, would you sign Willian? If it was a 2-year deal, would you sign Willian? That's my thoughts on it. Guys, if you're enjoying the live stream, smash the like button. We still have 8 people in here, man. If you're still in here, hit that like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream. I would really appreciate it if we could hit that target. And yeah, that's my thoughts on Willian, at least for now. Finally, Jorginho, I want to know, I think sign him 3 years and then sell him the next year for $20 million. All right, so a little bit of business there. Sign him and then get some money back, and then you can use that money for transfers. Archie, that's a very smart way to think about it. I didn't actually think about it that way, and I have to say, well done to you, because that's a smart way to do it. Is it a mistake for Chelsea to let go of Pedro? No. I think Pedro's not going to be a good fit at the club. Didn't really mesh well with Lampard. I think he's an all right player, but is he really on that level? I don't believe so anymore, I don't think he is really on that level where he can be effective and helpful for them anymore. So I think letting go of Pedro is the right move because he'll be demanding a lot of money as well. And also, guys, Jorginho is an interesting one. What are our thoughts on Jorginho? Many people saying he will move on, and I think that is the correct move. Doesn't fit the system well, and you can't play Conte and Jorginho together. Lampard's realized that, so I think it's time for him to move on. Guys, if you're joining the live stream, smash that like button. Let's try and get to that 30 like target. No worries if we can't, but I would really appreciate it if we can. Also, make sure we get that. Make sure you let me know in the comments your thoughts on Jorginho. Lampard should have put Pedro on today, says Archie. Yeah, I mean, it's like one of those situations where I think Lampard tactically today was just off. He was not his best. He could have been much, much better, to be honest. He could have been better tactically. I think they should have definitely made a sub for Abraham at halftime. They would have definitely, in my opinion, if I was Frank Lampard, the subs I would have made at halftime, I would have taken Abraham off and put on Giroud. And then I also would have probably brought on Loftus-Cheek for maybe Barkley. I didn't think Barkley was that good today. I thought he was kind of pissing the ball away. And then the other sub I would have made was bringing on potentially Kovacic. But obviously he's not quite ready, according to Lampard. So Lampard, I think, swap Jorginho for Ramsey or Rabiot plus money. Very good shout, Archie. I think that's a great shout. Yeah, that's fair enough. I think getting rid of Jorginho, get some money back, and then you can spend that on a transfer or trying to get some sort of swap in there would be very smart for Chelsea. But Jorginho's currently not the move. Thoughts on Ben Chilwell? Ben Chilwell, George Benson, this is an area where I definitely agree with him. Ben Chilwell is being offered, they're talking about $80 million for Ben Chilwell, and I just can't get behind that. I just cannot get behind that. I think that's a bit ridiculous. Good left back, but I think Tagliafico is a much better value signing. I think even Alaba is like better value for what you're paying. But yeah, that's my kind of thoughts on Chilwell. Not a big enough fan for me to spend that kind of money. And like why, like if you're gonna spend 80 million on Chilwell, I would rather actually just go get Havertz. Chilwell is not even worth 50 mil. Yeah, I think he's like a 40 million pound player, and that's that. Like I'd pay 45 for Chilwell. I think 50 you're starting to hedge your bets a bit. But if you're gonna spend, they're talking about 80 million for Chilwell, which obviously wouldn't likely happen. But if there was even a thought of 80 million for Chilwell, you may as well go get Kai Havertz. Because I think he's a much more, if we're talking about value, like getting the best value for money, I think Kai Havertz is the way to go, everyone. They should also get Alba. Alba's so versatile, Archie, I agree. He can play as a left back, as a center back, fill whatever void Chelsea need. I think Alba is probably the first. I think the two players, if I'm Chelsea, I've talked a lot about Tagliafico, but if I could get two players, any two, I'm going for Alba and Upamecano, because Upamecano can play as a center back, and Alaba can play as either a center back or a left back. So there's lots of versatility there, guys. We're going to run the live stream for 5 more minutes, and then here it's about to hit midday, so I'm going to hop off and get some lunch and call it. If you guys are enjoying the live stream, smash that like button. We have 7 people in here right now. Let's smash 30 likes. I would really appreciate it if we could. And also subscribe as well so we can get to 2,175 subscribers. They can buy Alba, Tagliafico, and Sayunco for 100 million. Do you think they really can get all that for 100 mil? I'm not so confident they can. I think Leicester would charge a boatload of money for Sayunco because he's proven in the Premier League. I think he would be not as much as Maguire, but we're talking a lot of money. Alba's going to be a lot. Tagliafico would probably be on the cheaper side compared to those 3. But if they could get all those 3 for 100 million, Archie, I'm down for that. If I was a Chelsea fan like you, I would totally be behind that. Archie, finally, I want to get your thoughts on Kepa, and we will end it after that. Archie, what are your thoughts on Kepa? Should they look to maybe replace him this transfer window, or is this a thing they do 2 or 3 seasons down the line is replace Kepa? I'm not so confident that it would be smart to do it this soon. I think it would be better for them to maybe look towards, like, give him a season or 2 to see if he can improve, and then maybe later then make that decision. I think there's other more pressing issues. Although Kepa's not been great, doesn't make the biggest of game saves, I think on top of that, there could be, I think he's solid enough where I would address the back line before you address Kepa. But I don't know if you disagree or agree with that. Overall, though, this Chelsea season has been one that's inconsistent, up and down. He says Kepa should go for loan to Spain, where he plays excellently, and then sell him. That's a good thought, a way to raise his value, because his value right now is shot. It's absolutely hurt. Like his value right now is very, very low, and you've got to question some of that. Like it's not good for the club to sell him for super. It wouldn't be good for the club to sell him right now because they spent so much money on him, and selling him now, they would get almost nothing for him. So I think I agree with you on terms of loaning him out, seeing if he can get some good performances in Spain, and then his value will rise, and then you can sell him. I think that would be very smart tactically by Lampard. Buy Onana or Henderson. Yeah, I think Onana could be a great one because Onana's looking to move somewhere big, but also looking for a place where he can start. So I actually think Onana could be a really, really smart move for Chelsea, like no doubt. Like I think you're spot on right there, Archie, in terms of like who they should sign. Guys, if you're enjoying the live stream, smash the like button. We're trying to hit those 30 likes. We're just gonna go for 3 more minutes and then we will call it. Thank you all for supporting. I really appreciate it. And again, any questions, let me know in the live chat. I'll answer your final couple questions and we will call it quits, y'all. Raymond says United are the only team playing well so far after lockdown. Even Liverpool draw today. Yeah, I would say, I know this is going to sound a little weird. City have been playing quite well despite their loss to Southampton. Like, if you look at actually how they're playing some really good football. But overall, like, if we're talking about a team that's in really, really good form, United is currently the best in form in the Premier League. I think sell Jorginho by Van de Beek. Yes, Archie, another very good option right there. Van de Beek's an interesting player and I think would fit very well into that Chelsea side. I think getting rid of Jorginho is the way to go, though, for sure. And, guys, Man U is playing scarily good right now, says Archie. Yeah, but it's all about going to be, can they keep this up? I'm really hoping they can, and I believe they can, but we've got to wait and see. I think Chelsea were in some good form, too, but once Conte's been injured, it exposes the back line. It shows that defensively they do not have the defensive chops right now to stay in third position. I think they will fall to fourth. I think they will finish in the top four. And hopefully, for the sake of Chelsea, if I was a Chelsea fan, which I am not, but for the sake of Chelsea, hopefully they can go get some defenders. And I agree. The ideal ones would be Alaba and Upamecano. And guys, we are going to end it there. Thank you guys so much for joining the live stream. If you guys could smash the like button, we're aiming for 30 likes. We are just 3 away. Make sure to subscribe as well. We are at 2,172 subscribers, 3 away from our goal of 2,175. So please, y'all, smash the like button, subscribe, because we are doing the North London Derby today. Tomorrow for the live streams. That will be exciting. Archie says Conte should stay. They should not let him leave. I agree 100%, Archie. Cannot agree anymore on that. Conte is a world-class player, and I am a big fan of what he does for Chelsea Football Club because he's such a player. Boy, he is. All right. That is it, guys. Thank you, man. Smash the like button. Subscribe as well. Share with your friends. Follow me on Instagram, Archie, at the Friggy Time Podcast. DM me and we can just chat about Chelsea and what else. He says, thank you, man. Feeling good now. Yeah, good. We could have a bit of a chat, Archie. It was great to hear from you. And thank you all so much for the support. This was an amazing live stream. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you and take it easy. Peace. Raymond, my guy, take it easy. Thank you for supporting, bro. Peace, everyone. See you tomorrow for the North London Derby. Bye.